part of that. So I sense there's two aspects to this. The club to club, which verbally is done, players agreed terms, but then don't forget that replacement aspect as well.
For more on that, head to the website at talksport.com. Now, with 2 out of the 3 promoted teams winning their opening fixtures, lots of pundits are predicting that at least one of them will avoid relegation for the first time in 3 years. But Simon Jordan's called for some caution on that front.
Great that they've got these wins, but there's a long way to go, and a bright sunny afternoon on the first game of the season, with all the lustre that comes with playing in front of fans like Sunderland fans or playing in front of fans like Leeds, will dissipate as it gets more difficult.
And a massive night for Rangers in their quest for Champions League qualification. They're at Ibrox for the first leg of the playoff final against Club Brugge. Russell Martin says Rangers are ready to go.
You have to roll with the punches here for sure, and I think early on we understand we were going to have a bit of pain to go through. We have to win while we're going through some pain, so we're into this round. Huge opportunity to qualify for, one of the best competitions in world football, so it's incredibly exciting.
We'll be bringing you live updates from Ibrox throughout the evening.
talkSPORT News.
Donald Trump says he will not send US troops to Ukraine as part of any peace deal with Russia. And many roundabouts in Birmingham that were painted with red crosses to resemble St George's flags have been cleaned by the council. More of them are at past.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. Heatwave outside, oven inside. Stay cool this summer with a free aircon check. Book online or visit your local QuickFit today.
Cloudy with some bright or sunny spells, a continued risk of heavy showers across southwest England.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, not wearing an Arsenal shirt, alongside DB, the sneaker freak. It's Darren here, by the way. It's Darren Bent.
Here, by the way, Darren Bent.
Just said that. How are you all? Short sleeves. You're like a bus driver today. You all right?
I look sharp, mate.
Huh? You do look sharp.
Shout out where? I'm not supposed to buy it.
I don't think you can say shout out where, but where shout out. By Jingo, have we got a show for you today? We're talking handballs again after controversy led to Leeds getting their first 3 points of the season last night live on talkSPORT. It was an early defeat for Everton as 2 of the newly promoted sides picked up opening day wins. So, who should be worried about a long season battling out the bottom? We'll also take a look at the Spurs squad after a strong start to the season. Is Thomas Frank finally building something worthy of the stadium? And we'll be joined by former world champions Amir Khan. Plus, we're going to be joined live on the show by rock and roll superstar Noel Gallagher will be joining us this afternoon. What a busy show it is. If you have plans, you better cancel them. This is Driver with you for the next 3 hours. You can get involved by picking up the phone 03717 223344.
We'll have a bit of that.
We'll have a bit of that. How are you, DB Sneaker Freak?
Yeah, I'm good, man. You?
I've got a big problem with people eating on the underground. It's getting on my nerves. Someone was eating something with onions.
I don't do that.
What?
Because I had a pop before.
Yeah.
And
who'd you have a pop with? What, on air?
On air, me and you spoke about it.
I don't remember this.
And I said about people eating underground, it's not great. And someone here made a point by saying, well, listen, when you work the job that I work, it's the only time I get to have a little snack or something to eat. So from that, I said, all right, fair enough.
I don't believe that, though. I don't believe that person, the only time he can ever eat is on a train. When he gets home, he can't eat on his couch.
No, but that's what he said. So from that, I stay away from
No, mate. I think it's rude.
Is it?
I think it's rude. Pat carriage, you stand there having like that. It's going on the floor, it stinks out. I think it's terrible, don't you?
Listen,
I had that on the way in.
I can't confirm or deny that because
Are you scared?
Yeah, I am.
Why are you scared?
I might bump into this guy on the underground.
It's like,
hey, no protection down there. None.
There's no protection down there. It's only for fellas that used to ride the underground, Something Angels. Do you remember them? With the berets on. Remember them?
No, I don't know.
That was a thing back on.
What do you mean ride the subways?
They used to ride it started in America.
Yeah.
Something Angels, and then we brought them over here apparently. And when people thought the subways were tube stations really dangerous, they would ride the subway in their little uniform they made up.
No, what do you mean? Oh, you mean on the carriages, like a protection pod?
Yeah, and they'd just stand there, and they'd protect you.
Oh, wow, okay.
Remember that? You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
Someone would text
I mean, that would freak me out if I saw them on the underground.
No, that'd make you feel more comfortable, wouldn't it?
How? So that vigilantes?
Yeah, basically, protecting us.
Protect and serve.
Protect the serve, yeah, like RoboCop.
Yeah.
We've got lots to talk about today. Noel Gallagher will be joining us on the show. Let me just tell you, and I include everyone in this, including my kids, he's not coming into the studio. I can't get a personal video message for you from him, and we're just going to talk football. We'll talk a bit of music, but we'll talk football, all right? So he's not coming into the studio. Everyone's getting so excited about it. It's a little bit nuts, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's a
I did an Insta Live beforehand. What time's Noel on? What time's Noel on? What time's Noel? Noel will be on today's show. So listen to the whole show, and you won't miss Noel. That's my advice.
I mean, he's an absolute superstar. I mean, you've been to his concert 6 times, haven't you? So
7. I've been a couple of times. But it is unbelievable. If that's your kind of music, if it's not, that's fine. But if that's your kind of music, you'll see.
Oh, no, listen, it's not my genre of music, but I respect the...
That's what you said to me the other day.
Don't try it. Don't even try it.
Why don't you go to one of the gigs you'd like it?
No, it's not my genre. Listen, I respect what they do. They are absolute superstars, phenomenal at what they do.
They are, mate.
But it's just not my genre of music. Okay. You wouldn't come to a...
I would. Go on.
What?
Go on, who wouldn't I come to?
Would you come to a Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah, I'll go Kendrick Lamar, yeah.
Would you come to Beanie Man?
Who? Beanie Man?
Yeah.
Is he the Beano?
No, like reggae concert. Beanie Man.
Yeah, why wouldn't I come to that? What are you implying? I'd go to that. See, no, here's the thing.
I'm implying.
No, here's the thing.
That genre of music.
No, here's the thing.
Hmm?
If it's a gig, right,
Yeah.
and you don't know the music, it's who you go with. So if I was going with you and we'd have a couple of pints or something,
Yeah.
or you'd have your Remy Martin or whatever it is, I'd enjoy it.
What
What am I? What?
are you suggesting?
Wait, that's what you like, right? What's your drink?
Hennessy.
Hennessy, same thing, isn't it? Remy Martin.
Yeah.
Hennessy.
Okay.
But no, I'd enjoy it. I'd go with you. It'd be
Sean
fun.
Paul.
Is that a drink or an artist?
It's an artist. Is that a drink? Does Sean Paul like a drink?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, what's that? I'll have a Sean Paul on the rocks.
All right,
What's Sean Paul? What genre is that?
Reggae.
I'll go with you to that.
Like dancehall.
I've been to gigs before where it's not my music.
You've been to a dancehall gig, have you?
Can I say I went to one gig before? I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm not going to name the gig. I didn't want to go to this gig, but I went to one gig, and I stuck in. I had noise cancelling headphones. You know the one you and I have got. I stuck in them and listened to Oasis live at Nebworth at the gig.
Wow.
And I was going, "This is amazing."
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look for the next dancehall gig.
I'll go with you.
Where am I going?
All right, we'll go. Why don't you come to Oasis with me?
All right.
I probably can get you in, actually.
Yeah, you can.
I probably can get you in now.
If you get me in, I'll come with you.
No, I probably can. I genuinely can't
So
get
you
you.
can't-
I
so
can't get you in.
Why not?
Ask Noel when he comes on for a ticket. He'll sort you
No,
out.
I'm not begging.
Don't beg, just ask
I
for
do,
it.
you know, if Robbie had concert and asked Robbie, he'd
that's-
get me in.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
Okay. Amir Khan joins us. We're going to talk boxing with him. He was ringside, by the way, for that fight at the weekend. I say that fight, that Dillian White thing, whatever that was. And we'll talk about Spurs. Looks like Eze is edging closer.
Yeah.
I think that's a great buy for them.
Mate, I think it's for great buy for whoever gets him. Whoever gets him.
Why are you not going in for him?
I mean, the reports that I've heard is just that Arsenal's predominantly are now looking for. I've had this a good source, a wide left, and they don't think Eze fits that profile as a wide
But he
left.
does.
And they're worried about bringing Eze in and it restricting.
Who'd you rather have, Eze or Noni Madueke?
Oh, Eze. Every day, all day. But Madueke's best position is off the right. He's having to play left.
Where'd you
because
play
Saka.
him at the weekend?
Yeah, but only because his Saka's on the right. That's why.
Saka's always going to be on the right.
Exactly.
So what'd you buy him for?
Yeah, but I'm not the accountant.
I know, but I'm asking you because you're a fan of
Nah,
Arteta.
I'd rather Eze have come in.
Yeah.
And also as well, they don't want to restrict the minutes for Wanyeri, so
Okay.
Makes
He looks
sense.
good though, doesn't he, Eze?
Eze.
Yeah.
He's looked good for an hour.
Yeah, Spurs will look great with him. But we're going to start with Everton. They weren't happy with the penalty given to Leeds in the final game of the weekend. It was live on talkSPORT last night. So, who is at fault for such controversial decisions?
Comes to Stack, encouraged to shoot. He does shoot, takes a deflection. Did it hit a hand of Tarkowski? It might have done, you know. That could be a penalty. He looked like his arms were away. Yes, it's a penalty. And Leeds United have the chance finally to take the lead.
Short of cutting his arms off, Jamie. I don't see what he can do, or put him behind his back, which we asked not to do.
Metch, the new signing, steps up, right footed into the corner, and Leeds United lead against Everton and finally have the breakthrough.
Why did you give the penalty? It wasn't clear enough of his decision to all of us. This is not about getting beat, Jeff. This is about our beautiful game.
I'm surprised VAR didn't recommend a review and for him to go over and look at it again. I'm really surprised.
Yeah, Leeds got their return to the Premier League off to a perfect start last night. It was the 1-0 win over Everton. It was live on talkSPORT, but it was a controversial call to give the spot kick after James Tarkowski blocked Anton. Is it, how do you pronounce his name?
Stack.
Is it?
Stack. Yeah.
A shot with his arm. Very bizarre. He leant into the shot, but his arm was tucked. Well, he was starting to tuck his arm in to behind his body, behind his back. Everton boss David Moyes spoke to talkSPORT after the game. Wasn't happy with the decision.
I thought it was incorrect. Thought James Tarkowski's arms as close to his body as he could probably have it. I thought if your arm was in a different position, I could understand the penalty kick being given. I don't really see how that one was given. I really don't. I don't think it was the on-field referee. I think it was VAR who's given it, and I think that was wrong.
You went onto the pitch after the game, tried to speak to the referee. Did he say anything to you?
I spoke to him in the dressing room after, and he said it wasn't his decision. He said that it was, I don't know if he was saying it was the linesman or if it was VAR, but he didn't. It wasn't. It was one of the other gentlemen in the room. I think it was one of the linesmen who spoke. So I'd be amazed if the linesman gave it from the way it was, because he didn't know the ball had taken a deflection as well when it was shot. It took a deflection, and they said that he leaned. But please get into the rules, because I've been hearing quite a bit this weekend about people looking at the rules. I don't think there's any of the rules which say you're not allowed to lean as a football player. So I think they said Tarky was leaning, but he still wasn't getting his arm out to block it. So I don't see how they're giving that as a penalty kick.
It's so vague, the rule, but there's so much detail in the vague rule, if that makes sense. Let me just read you the interpretation of it. So this is IFAB's rule on handballing. For the purpose of determining handball offences, the upper boundary of the arm is in line with the bottom of the armpit. Not every touch of a player's hand or arm with the ball is an offence. It's an offence if a player deliberately touches the ball. We know that, right? With their arm or with their hand. For example, moving their hand or arm towards the ball. It's an offence if you touch the ball with their hand or arm when it has made their body unnaturally bigger. Let's just go with that line. When it's made their body unnaturally bigger.
Yeah.
So an arm...
To move your arm away from your body.
Right. So an arm by the side of you is normal size.
Yeah.
So if you move it out towards the ball, out towards it...
Well, away from your body.
Away from your body, you're making it unnaturally bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, we all agree with that. A player is considered to have made their body unnaturally bigger when the position of the hand or arm is not a consequence of or justifiable by the player's body movement for that specific situation. I don't even know what that means.
No.
That's the problem. No one really knows what that is. Now, I saw James Tarkowski last night move his entire body towards the ball to try and block it.
Yeah.
And whilst he was moving towards the ball, he was trying to put his arm behind his back.
Yep.
That's what I saw. Did you see the same?
I saw the exact same. He's obviously trying to block it with his chest.
Right.
So he's trying to get his chest on it. I mean, which is nuts anyway, because I'm not trying to get my body in front of that if someone's having a shot. But that's just him, James Tarkowski. And as you said there, as he's leaning to his left, he's trying to get his left arm behind his body. So he's trying to make himself effectively, not smaller, but he's trying to get his body in a natural position so that if the worst comes to the worst and it does hit his arm, it doesn't look like he's making himself bigger. So in the fact that the refs can't go, well, he's made himself bigger, so it's a penalty. I didn't think it was a penalty last night.
I didn't think it was a penalty.
I don't think it was a penalty at all. But when you start reading the laws of the game, obviously that's what they've given it. But
let me ask you this, right? And I agree with you. But I'm playing devil's advocate. If the goalkeeper makes that save, do we go great save?
What with these?
If that shot has left, was it Stack?
Yeah, Anton Stack. Yeah,
his foot, and it's going towards the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
and Pickford makes the same save that Tarkowski made.
Yeah,
do we then sit and go, what a save?
No, we don't. We go, where's your arms at?
No, but he makes it, just gets his arm on it.
Yeah, you go, great save. But that's his job.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is we commend the goalkeeper for exactly the same scenario.
Well, not really, because a goalkeeper would have done that intentionally to stop the ball going in the net. James Tarkowski's not stopping it. He's not making a save. Like, Joel Pickford is paid to make saves, so you'd go, great save. Tarkowski's trying to get... I know exactly what he's trying to do, because I've seen so many defenders do that. They try and almost throw their body at it, so it comes off their chest and hits them in the face.
Yeah.
And he's trying to do the right thing, which is put his arm behind his back so it doesn't hit his arm. But we can't start giving penalties for that.
It's not handball.
There's no way I could watch that and people go... Like, you're going to get some Leeds fans on there going, yeah, it's a penalty, it's hit his hand and all that, the rules of the game. But if you're a lover of football, that's not a penalty.
No. And he's not trying to make his body bigger.
He's been punished for trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, and also, I know this sounds nuts, but I have to explain it like this. Because his arm is attached to his body, right, and you can't get away from that.
No.
Because it's attached to his body, as he's moving towards the ball, his arm has to go with him because it's attached.
And he's still trying to put his arm behind his back.
We can all see he's trying to get out of the way.
It was a really poor decision. And
see, I was always brought up on the rule that if it's hand to ball, it's a free kick, it's a foul, penalty, whatever. If it's ball to hand, it's not. That was clearly ball to arm.
Exactly. And I just think, like, they talk about the natural... For so long, it was a natural position, unnatural position. In that scenario, he's trying to put his arm in an unnatural position. which is behind his back, so he doesn't get punished for it, and he gets punished anyway. So
who was it the weekend? Was it Senesi?
Senesi, yeah, for Bournemouth.
No, he's gone to flick. I mean, we can see he's trying to flick the ball.
Yeah,
nothing. That's what's nuts about it.
I just think that, again, it comes back to consistency, and there's none of it. But for me, last night watching that game, yes, Leeds played really well, and Everton were really poor. So, and I don't know what
we'll talk Everton a bit later on.
I don't know what the metric is. Is it Everton were really bad, that's why Leeds look good, or were Leeds really good? Do you know what I mean? I can't find out which is the right answer, but Leeds did play really well, but it wasn't a penalty.
No, and just quickly, we're going to talk Everton later. Jack Grealish coming on for 19 minutes.
I know, but he looked good when he come on. Went past people.
I need to understand why.
Maybe he's not up to full fitness yet. Do you know what I mean? Maybe.
What, 90 minutes is his maximum, is it?
Not maximum, but you look at the game and maybe you'd rather...
He's better than everyone on that pitch. Yeah, just play him.
You'd rather have him long term than short term. Imagine you put him in for half an hour and he breaks down.
You ain't going to break down, is he?
How do you know that?
You think that they signed him not knowing, but he's 19 minutes of...
No, but it might have gone 20 minutes. 20 minutes is... We'll give him 20.
It can only be that, right?
Yeah. We'll give him 20 minutes at the end, see how he's getting on. Then I'm guessing the next game he might get half. And then he might start. Because at some point he has to start.
We'll talk Everton a bit later on. I get people's view on the handball rule, right? 03717 222334. My problem with it, right? If you've got something offside, it's black and white. It's a fact. This is will always be down to interpretation.
Exactly that.
Always down to whether or not that referee, that linesman in this case, or people at VAR at Stockley Park actually think he's intentionally made his body bigger.
Yeah.
And that's the reason. Because, okay, I'm just thinking about the shot now. He has stopped the ball going towards the goal with his arm.
Yeah.
Is that fair? Again, I'm playing devil's advocate. Is that fair? He has done that.
Yeah, but it's unintentional.
I know, but he's still blocked it with his arm.
If I'm a yard away from you and I blast it as hard as I can and your arm can't...
I know, but that's not what happened.
No, but my point is that the same scenario?
No, but it's not what happened because he leant towards it.
No, but I'm giving you another scenario. You're saying he made the save with his arm. So if I blast a shot at you from a yard away and hit your arm, but it's going in.
I know, but I agree with you, but I'm just playing devil's advocate. He has moved towards the ball with his arm.
No, his arm's going away from the ball. And it's just unfortunate that the ball has hit his arm.
The only solution, I think someone's got, the only solution I can come up with is that everyone has like maybe a tennis ball under their arm when they start. Right, start the match, you've got to hold a tennis ball. And if at any moment your arm comes out and the tennis ball drops, you've intentionally moved your arm out.
How'd you run?
You run like that. Otherwise, there's no way of knowing if it's intentional. That, for me, wasn't intentional.
Well, either way, it's not a pen. That's what I think.
I agree with you. Okay, your rules on penalties and handballs. 03717 223334. Reminder, Noel Gallagher will be joining us live on today's show. That's coming up in a moment. When we come back, we'll concentrate on the handball rule. 03717 223334. Driver, talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein. Darren Bent is alongside me in a short sleeve shirt with the top button done up.
Oh.
It's quite bus drivery.
It's not bus drivery.
You got a t-shirt on under that?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
You always wear a t-shirt under a little shirt?
T-shirt, yeah.
T-shirt. Still to come on our show, we'll be joined. It says here in the studio by the voice of boxing, Adam Smith. I don't think it is in the studio. It's not. Producer Joe just shakes his head. Knows that he's made a mistake there. It wasn't him, was it? One more Billy. Was it Dell? Dell made that mistake. Don't know why we've still got him on our show. Just quickly, Inter Milan are reportedly considering re-signing goalkeeper Andre Onana from Man United.
Well, hope so.
Well, I do hope so, but I've just read something else. I don't think anyone knows. I've just read online that United won't be looking for a goalkeeper before the window closes.
What? You got your two, Binder and Onana.
You got rid of your best one.
No, we didn't.
You did. Went to Aston Villa. Won the World Cup.
What, Martinez?
Who'd you rather have?
7 years ago.
Who'd you rather have?
Right now, David Raya. Last season...
I don't know why I bother asking you questions like that. You're never going to poo-poo, are you?
Last season,
yeah.
Martinez made a few mistakes. Still very good.
Who's better, Odegaard or Bruno?
What?
You heard?
In the number 10 role?
Who's better? No, but you know he's not.
Bruno had a better season last year.
Who'd you rather have right now?
Odegaard.
So on your kid's life.
I'm not doing that.
Such an idiot. Chelsea have rejected a loan move for Christopher Nkunku from Bayern Munich because they are only interested in a permanent deal. Right, we're taking your calls. Does anyone have the answer to the ridiculous handball rule? 03717 223344. Nathan is an Arsenal fan. Hi, Nathan.
Good afternoon. Sorry, did you say bus drivery?
Bus drivery, yeah.
Drivery, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, love bus drivers, but that's also very rude. So I find that quite funny at the same time.
What's rude? Why is it rude?
You are rude, Andy.
Why is it rude?
He's right.
Hold on. Why is it rude?
Wait, because you used it as an insult. There we go.
Hold on, no. Why? How do you know it wasn't a compliment?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
How do you? You've made it rude. You've made it rude. Nathan, you're a disgrace.
I'm watching you on YouTube, so I can see your face.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Nathan, it was very rude, wasn't
it? Let me tell you now, Nathan. That's not me on YouTube. That's AI.
Well, the AI has lovely hair. There you go.
Oh,
was it you or AI then?
There we go.
It was my hair, but AI face. All right. No one can be this good looking in real life. Nave, what would you like to say? What would you like to say, my friend?
The second thing I'll say is the fact that Darren Bent can't admit that yes, we would rather Bruno than Odegaard. But let's move on very quickly. In terms of what the topic conversation is,
yeah,
I'm really sorry to say this. I've been waiting all day to say this. Is the fact that I understand if you take a freeze frame of the handball, it's not handball. I completely am with that as a freeze frame photo. Yeah.
Yeah.
But my issue is, if you move your body towards the ball, no matter how much you tuck your arm in, if you hadn't moved your body towards the ball, there would have been zero contact. The minute you move your body towards the ball and you misjudge that, and it then hits your arm would not have been there if you hadn't tried to move your body towards it to block it.
But Nath, the fact is his arm is connected to his body. So if his body's going that way, his arm has to follow. And if you slow it down, hold on. If you slow it down, hold on. You've had your say. If you slow it down, you see that as he's moving his torso towards the ball that's being booted at him, whilst he's moving towards it, at the same time, he's moving his arm back behind his back.
I agree. This is the main point. Right at this point, you and I agreed. Yeah? But if he hadn't repositioned and tried to change his course of direction towards the ball, it wouldn't be handball. If he was stood completely still, or, for example, he was still moving the same direction he was moving in the first place, then it wouldn't be handball. But him trying to readjust his body in a different direction.
Okay, let me ask you this. I want to get as many calls on as I can. Yeah, cool. Just in one word, okay. Was it handball last night?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, you're saying yes, absolutely. Let's go to Andrew, who's up next. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, mate. You all right?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
What's your view on all things handball?
Well, VAR's just ruining the game. In its first weekend back, everybody's excited about watching the football, and Friday night you have a blatant handball that's just completely not acknowledged. Then you have that, which to me isn't a handball. The player's allowed to move his body. He's trying to get it off with his chest, isn't he? And his arms tucked behind his back. but it's somebody else's opinion. When VAR came in, I thought VAR was going to be like this thing that it got the decision bang on, and whatever we'd seen, that was that was right. But it's just another guy sat with cameras looking at different views, making his own mind up about it. But we all seem, for some reason, to disagree with these decisions. They're the only people who see it as it is, as what they give. And I just think they're totally ruining football. And I think football as a whole, well, the Premier League should get together. Because I don't think there's a fan who's for VAR. I think if you had to have a poll, most people would say, no, let's go back to referees making mistakes. But that's an honest mistake.
But the only thanks for your call. The only problem I've got with people that say get rid of VAR, it does right more wrong decisions. It does improve the
the smaller bit. We don't need it for offside, but the smaller decisions, like again, so offside is a big part of it. So that's key. The offside one. So I've got no problem with that. But it's big. It's decisions like this. I mean, you look at some of for all the ones they've got right, and you're right. I think it's quick to point out that they have got a lot more right than they haven't. So that's facts. Yeah.
The more correct results and decisions are being given.
Yeah. But the bigger one, the big decisions, they're getting all wrong. Majority.
Well, it's not VAR that's getting it wrong. It's the people.
The people that are running VAR.
Yeah.
That's the problem, because like you go back to Luis Diaz one at Spurs. Like, how you forget to draw the lines.
Yeah, that was insane. I forgot about that.
Do you know what I mean? All things like that. These are what's driving people insane, crazy. And I always thought when they were bringing in VAR was going to be something that was in the background, and that if we needed it, we hit VAR. Okay, this is what happens. But that's now, in some respects,
now the referee's in the background.
The referee's in the background. VAR is front and centre.
Yeah. Now the referee's scared to make a decision
because he thinks they'll bail him out, and when they get it wrong, everyone gets it.
Yeah, I agree. Still, I think it's fair to say that no one really knows the answer to. Handball will always be a problem because it's interpretation. Since I was a kid, now it will always be. No one will ever get a definitive answer on it. Just won't happen.
No.
Sadly. Still to come, the voice of boxing, Adam Smith. We'll discuss Danny Dubois. Splitting with his trainer. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Noel Gallagher joins us from 5 o'clock today. There you go. There's the answer to that question. But now it's time for no Googling. After Leeds' winner from the penalty spot against Everton last night, we want to know which player has won the most penalties for his team in Premier League history. What an unbelievable question that is. Which player has won the most penalties for his team in Premier League history? The answer to that and boxing chat and Noel Gallagher and loads more coming up live and drive on talkSPORT after this.
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media, and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
Don't talk yet. Don't talk. There's a gap coming up. There's a gap.
Don't call it a comeback.
The gap. Before the break, ask the question.
That's what always happens in that song.
Oh, fine. Okay.
That's why I think I always do it.
Tune. Great. What year was that?
What?
This is 80s, isn't it?
No, it's not. I'm going to go 90.
I don't have the answer. Maybe
I'll find it for you.
Maybe Jack can tell.
I'm going 95.
I don't know. Look, Jack's not talking to me today. Look, he's not even. Look, not even listening to me. What year? 1990. So I'm closer.
Was it 1990? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Why would he lie to you? Before the break, ask the question: which player's won the most penalties for his team in the Premier League? I've got a clue for the answer. Right. When you go to bed, right? You can listen to me. When you go to bed, write it down, and you have sweet.
Oh, what are we going to say?
No, that won't be clear. Sweet. No, when you picture something.
Sweet dreams.
Right, that's his first name.
What, sweet dreams.
No, the second bit of that.
Dreams.
All right, and his surname is when you throw something on a bonfire. What is that something doing?
Burning.
That's his surname.
Dreams burning.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like someone. Hold on.
But the first bit, you know, the dreams.
Yeah.
You have
a dream.
Okay, that's his first name.
A dream burning.
Oh, you can hear it.
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry. A dream burning.
Assists.
A dream burning.
You can hear it.
A dream burning.
Oh, mate, come on.
Raheem Sterling.
Yes. Did you get any clue with that?
No.
No help at all?
No. I said a dream burning.
Well
Raheem
done.
Sterling.
High five. Good work, sunshine. Still to come, we'll be asking whether Jamie Vardy is still a Premier League level player. We think he is. But time now for this.
There's a real feeling that this is the best versus the best.
White's lost control. White has lost control completely.
How many more do you want?
Lift off for AJ!
This is The Voice.
Yes, it's time for The Voice, our weekly feature where we're joined by the voice of boxing, the legend that is Adam Smith. Where he is in the world, I do not know. Let's find out as we say hello and good afternoon. Yes, to Adam Smith. Smudger.
Hello, a dream burning. I like that. Ryan Sterling.
Would you have got that?
Good.
Would you have got it, Smudger?
I was getting it, I think, just as Darren was. You know,
Okay.
you're good. Your mind works well, Andy. I love it. I'm in America. I have come from Saudi to the East Coast. I'm in Cape Cod, which is beautiful for a little R&R, but obviously love to tune in on a Tuesday and chat to you boys, chat boxing.
We are honoured to have you on our show as always. Listen, there's only one place to start, and that's with Moses Atuma. And his first round knockout of Dillian Whyte was live on talkSPORT over the weekend. Listen, you've always raved about Moses on our show. Before we talk about how unimpressive Dillian Whyte was, just what did you make of the performance and the finish inside the first round?
Diddling, fabulous, fantastic, wonderful. I mean, you can just go on and on. I think it's the manner of his victories which is really impressing everybody, and the coolness and the composure that he has in doing it. Dillian Whyte played the old tricks, kept him waiting for over 6 minutes in the ring. Didn't matter one bit, got the job done within 2 minutes. I thought he was fantastic. His footwork from the opening bell. Dillian kept missing with that jab, kept missing with his orthodox jab. Must have thrown 5, 6 in those first 45, 50 seconds. In the right punches, the punches he practiced with Ben Davison and Lee Wiley in training. And yeah, he got him hurt and finished him in emphatic style. It was a terrific victory.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to make an executive decision. Can we call him back?
They've been within 2 rounds.
Smudge, I don't know if you can hear us, but let's dip the sound on that, shall we? If we dip the sound on that, and then people in the back room can work that out, because there's a gremlin in the works there. Listen, we all agree with what you were saying about Moses Atuma.
Yeah, well, I mean, my next question to Smudge is going to be that it was impressive.
Shall I play the part of Smudge?
Yeah.
Yes, go on, Benty.
No,
what are you going to ask him?
My question was going to be, like, it was impressive from Moses, but how much did we learn about Moses and how good he is? Or was it a case of that Dillian, once he actually got in the ring, had absolutely nothing to give? Because he just said there, he missed, and you're right, it was almost like he was punching thin air. I thought I was watching The Matrix, if I'm honest. They're firing bullets at Keanu Reeves and they can't hit him. Do you know what I mean? It was like, it just looked, everything about the night and the fight looked off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it was an unbelievable performance, but
like, he climbed into the ring almost like, I'm not going to throw a punch. I'm not going to risk getting hurt in this fight.
Yeah, everything. And I was a bit like, I expected Dillian to jump on him, real intensity, but I'm not quite sure how much of that is Moses and how much of that is Dillian. But take nothing away from Atoma, because wow, when like his footwork, what I liked when I was watching him, you know, when he was unloading on Dillian's head.
Yeah.
You know, like most people just jump on it, and you know when they can't throw clean punches because they're too close, he kept taking a step back and then jumping on them again. Step back.
I noticed that as well. I also noticed what I loved about his finish was not only did he go on the head, he took a load of jabs on the side of the body, and they're the ones that I'm guessing
take the wind out of you. But he was like, he didn't want to condense the space, so he'd throw a couple. And whereas most people, especially at a young age, were just like, you know, when they're getting all reckless and just throwing punches, just try and get them out there. Yeah. I think that was the more sinister part about it. The way he stepped back, then back on him again. Bang.
Do you think it looks like AJ's next fight is going to be against Jake Paul, if you believe that or not? But do you think AJ would dodge this fight with the Atuma?
I would.
I would as well, but do you think he would?
You know what? It's difficult because pride is a dangerous thing, isn't it? Because
in boxing it is.
Yeah, it was dangerous in life, because if you feel like, well, I can do that. Like AJ might think to himself, well, I've been world champion. I've been in big fights. I'm not letting a whippersnapper come and do that to me.
Let's find out. Hopefully Adam's back. Ad, are you there?
I am.
I was hoping you'd say, yes, I'm back. You got cut off mid-section, but we got the gist of what you're saying. But Benty wants to carry on this conversation. What were you going to say, Darren?
Yes, so Smudge, I was going to say, listen, what did we actually learn about Moses? And also, was it the case, and don't get me wrong, he was spectacular, but was it a case of Moses being really, really, really good and Dillian just being really poor, and it showed us that he's got nothing left?
I don't think we've got him again.
What's going on?
Maybe he's pondering. Maybe that was such a great question. He's sitting there going, "That's a great question, Ben."
Yeah, he's pondering the answer. But
let's just get him on the phone. Let's just do away with the. We can't get him on the phone.
No.
Okay.
Well, no, but again, so we just we'll go back to me and you chatting. But yeah, I think if you're AJ, I don't know why you'd want. I mean, again, pride might say to AJ, "I can beat him."
I've got a question for you. All right,
go on.
There's a reason I'm asking this question.
Okay. No, I won't get in the fight with him. I won't fight him.
No. Do you think in boxing, if you lose, it makes you a better fighter? The reason I ask that, right, and I'm not comparing boxing to 9-ball pool. I'm not doing that.
No. Shout out WNT.
Shout out WNT. But when I lost all my matches...
Are you comparing?
No, I'm not.
You compared yourself to who?
No. But what I did was, I went back and watched the matches, and I looked at my mistakes, right? And I made sure, in the match that I won, I made sure when when scenarios like that came back, I made sure I didn't put myself in that position again. And it worked. Might be lucky, might be not. But I learned from that. But in boxing, I hear lots of boxers who only say it when they've been beaten.
Yeah.
It's going to make me a better fighter. Do you believe it does make you a better fighter if you lose? Because almost all fighters lose.
I get that. But maybe, but I don't quite buy into that as much because I look at people like Floyd Mayweather, never lost. I look at Alexander Usyk, not lost.
I know, but if Mayweather would have lost a fight,
yeah,
and then he would have come back and had, I don't know, 10 more.
Yeah.
Do you think for those last 10, he would have been a better boxer than he was before?
No.
Don't. So he would have been worse.
I think if you get beat, I think people try to work. People can then work you out if you get beat.
Yeah.
But imagine if you're fighting and fighting and fighting, you're never losing. People don't have a clue. And I remember, because he's on my Mount Rushmore. There was a period where he fought people like, I think it was Guerrero. He fought, what was it? I can't remember the guy's name. He had before the Pacquiao fight, he had Margarito, Cotto, these guys, right? He was fighting these boys, right? And it felt like these guys were just punching thin air. Like they could not figure out how to get anywhere near Floyd. And even with Usyk as well, every single time he steps into the ring, I feel like people are looking at him going, I can't figure this guy out. How can you get near him? Because he's that good. Fury, rematch, can't get near him. Dubois, rematch, worse. AJ, rematch, can't get near him. So, yes, you get the fights that go, it makes you a better fighter because you're battle tested and you're almost maybe a bit carefree because the zero's gone. But I still think it's better to be unbeaten, man.
No, I know it's better to be I just wonder if it makes you better.
But how would you make Usyk and Floyd better? You can't.
No, you can't.
Those two guys are phenomenons.
You're right.
Don't get me wrong, there have been absolute greats that have lost, of course.
Yeah.
But these two boys have always got that right.
You look at the greats there, Muhammad Ali, right, lost.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson lost, but he was never the same boxer, was he?
Lennox Lewis lost, although Lennox beat everyone that he fought against.
See, that's a great example.
Because he lost to Rackman.
Yeah. I think he's only one of 3 boxers that beat everyone.
So he lost to Rackman.
Hasim Rackman and
Oliver McCall.
That's right. And beat them both.
The Rackman knockdown was...
Yeah. But that was the one where he was filming Ocean's 12, wasn't it?
Yeah. I love that. He's on my Mount Rushmore as well.
Yeah, he's great.
Unbelievable.
I still think underrated.
Incredible.
Yeah. Let's stay with boxing because...
Is he back now again? Oh.
No, he's not. We're going to we'll touch on Dane Dubois a bit more now because he has split. We were going to ask Adam this, but he has split from his head coach. That's Don Charles following that defeat to Alexander Usyk. Now, last week it was also revealed that Dubois had parted ways with assistant coach Kieran Farrell and had also teamed up with agent Sam Jones. Jones joined White and Jordan earlier on and discussed that controversial gathering at Dubois' family home ahead of the Usyk fight.
It happened before the Anthony Joshua fight, and he knocked Anthony Joshua out in spectacular fashion. The same thing happened against Usyk, and that's that really. I don't think anything like this will be happening again going forward. Daniel's team will be small and compact, and that's what's happening going forward.
We hear a lot of sports people splitting with coaches or trainers or people that are involved in their workouts before major competitions. Are you surprised that Dubois decided to split with Don Charles or not?
Yeah, because they've had some really good performances together. Some really good. And listen, Usyk was just a step too far. But yeah, it does surprise me because I almost felt like Don Charles had got the best out of Daniel Dubois and it made him really believe again. And I think it was because of Don Charles as well. What I started to think, do you know what? In the Usyk fight, I think he can win this. I think he can stop him.
Yeah, me too.
But the fact that all of a sudden, because he's got knocked out, it does feel a little bit like, listen, their contract might have been over anyway, but it does feel a little bit like because he got beat now, it's like, well, it must be his fault. Do you know what I mean? And I don't really like that.
Do you think Daniel Dubois and Moses Atuma could meet soon?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. That'd be a good fight.
Your eyebrows are gone.
Yeah,
I mean, that would be.
I am still very scared of...
I wouldn't put Moses in the ring with Dubois
I'm still scared about his power.
Yeah, me too.
But, I mean, what Usyk did to him was...
Phenomenal. Yeah,
and
really
I don't think he wanted any part of that. But, mate, there's some great boxing matchups to comment there.
Yeah, Parker. And we haven't seen Parker fight for a long time.
See, that Atoma-Parker fight, that's not an easy one, that.
No, I don't think they'll put him in with Joseph Parker yet.
They might have to. Because if that
belt comes up,
yes, he might have
if
to.
It's relinquished. Is it WBO?
WBO, yeah. Go on, you.
You like that?
Yeah, man.
Thank you. This Saturday, live only on DAZN, unbeaten Jack Rafferty defends his British and Commonwealth titles against the dangerous southpaw Mark Chamberlain in a domestic showdown. You can sign up now at DAZN.com/boxing. More football when we come back from 5 o'clock. Noel Gallagher joins us live on Drive.
Boxing update on talkSPORT with DAZN, the global home of boxing. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Listen, Driver Talk Sport, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. You watching anything good on the telly at the moment? What are you watching?
Last night, I watched the new Jurassic Park.
I didn't know there wasn't. What, a film?
Yeah,
Mission Impossible's out yesterday. Monday. Have you seen it yet?
Nah, but I bought Jurassic Park last night.
Why?
Wish I hadn't.
Why are you buying that? The last couple of them rubbish.
Nah, they haven't. But
they have. They really have.
You can't
can I guess the plot of it?
Well, it's a bit obvious. I can guess the new Mission Impossible. He jumps off a building with a parachute.
And runs a lot.
Yeah, and sprints at least once in a film.
Tell me the plot of Jurassic Park, new movie.
They go to an island.
It's still an island, right? Go on.
Another island.
Yeah. Any dinosaurs on the island when they get there?
Yes.
Right.
But this island is where they did the experiments on the dinosaurs. So they're like freak show. So they're not like the normal T-Rexes and that.
Okay.
They're like the ones they tried to combine different DNAs and they turned out weird.
Right.
But it wasn't the best.
Is there a big T-Rex in it? T-Rex?
What was I going to say?
What you going to say?
Is there a big... What?
I've got that. I don't copy the DVD. You know people can see you.
That's what I thought you said. But
why would I say that?
I don't...
Why do you think I'd say that?
What? But no, yeah,
Is
it was...
there a big T-Rex on it?
Yeah, there is. No, there's not. Yes, there is a big T-Rex. But some of it now is just... I love the Jurassic Park franchise. I think it's incredible. But this last one wasn't great.
Producer Joe just said, don't spoil it. You're not going to watch it, Joe. Just watch any of them. They're exactly the same.
The best one, the one that came out in, I think, 93, which is the original. When I first saw that film, I was like, whoa.
I went on the Jurassic Park ride in Florida 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Is it?
But it's like, all the animatronics are like slow moving, you know, like that. And you're like, yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good to go on it.
I do want to take my kids to the Jurassic Experience. It's at Battersea Power Station.
I didn't know that. And what is that?
I'm guessing you just walk through and the dinosaurs move a little bit like. Ugh.
And producer Joe just said it looks unreal. Don't spoil it for me, Joe.
Hey, it's next to the rocket paddle, so I will take my kids there before I paddle.
All right. Maybe I'll do that as well.
You won't know. When we play next?
When your knee's better. Have you had the stitch taken out yet?
Yeah, last night.
Oh. What do you mean last night? They come to your house and did it?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
Like this morning.
All right. What did you say last night?
No, I was thinking Jurassic Park. Yeah, it's all done.
All right. Okay. Glad we had that chat.
Big T-Rex.
Still to cut, pardon? Still to come, we join my rock and roll superstar Noel Gallagher in about 10 minutes' time. Just quickly, Aston Villa interested in Chelsea striker Nicholas Jackson this summer, but face competition by Munich. Italy winger Federico Chiesa has told Liverpool he wants to start the club this summer.
I think he'd be a real asset, so I wouldn't get rid of him either.
No, I wouldn't. Time now for this.
Couldn't believe he got a yellow card for that. The game's gone.
Honestly, I've seen my Sunday League team defend better than our back line. Welcome to Moni fans on talkSPORT with Paddy Power.
Yeah, it's time now to hear from Aaron Nolan. We haven't heard from Aaron before. He's one of our friends at Paddy Power who's got something he wants to get off his chest in this week's Moni fans feature. Aaron's reputation as being a bit of a moan is well established, although it's the first time we've heard from him. Let's find out what he's got on his monometer needle moving this week.
Guys, I want to talk about fantasy football and how the game is gone.
The game's gone.
The game is officially gone.
It's gone so far now that we'll never get it back.
I remember back in the day, you'd only spend a few minutes to make your team. We all just picked out players we liked, going off vibes, and we'd all have different teams. Now, every league has a few of these guys that just take it too far. They get too obsessed. These guys that are watching YouTube videos from so-called fantasy football experts. They're paying monthly subscriptions to get access to points projections and fixture matrices. These guys don't know what they're going to have for dinner tonight, but they do know game week 1 triple captain Haaland, game week 2 bench boost, game week 3 free hit. Magnus Carlsen doesn't look that far ahead in a chess match. The game is gone.
I sort of agree with him. Normally we'd open the lines and talk to the fans, but we've got something, some strong opinions on this topic. So join us after 6 and we'll see if we can out-moan the moaner.
Moni fans on talkSPORT with Paddy Power.
Now, we've got a couple of minutes, so we can briefly touch on the future of Jamie Vardy because he's still without a club. This is very bizarre after he left Leicester at the end of the season. He has today been linked with a move to Everton as they look to improve their attacking options. Also reportedly interested in a move to Celtic, Sunderland and West Ham. 38 years old. Are you surprised he still hasn't got a club at the moment?
Yeah, I'm shocked. It's because he's still, watching him last season, still sharp, can make his runs, can still finish. Of course, you can't rely on him every single week, but... You can't rely on him every single week, but he could play every single week. He's still fit, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm shocked he hasn't got a club. I think there's a number of clubs in the Premier League that could take him. Even if he's not your first choice, he's your second choice. He can have an impact. And yeah, looking at Everton last night, they could do with him. Beto is just not the answer.
They look poor, Everton.
Poor. I mean, I know they've bought, I think it's Barry to play as well, but I looked at Beto's performance last night and there was a classic moment where Jack came on, did a little bit with the ball, popped it to Beto, come off his shin. Do you know what I mean? He just wasn't holding the ball up. It doesn't run in behind. I don't think he's dynamic enough. I know he had a good period last season where he scored a few goals when David Moyes first came in, but I just don't think you can rely on him week in, week out.
He improves Everton.
Vardy, yeah, I think having a main source of goals and someone you know will get you a goal, I think he'd be brilliant to get him in. And he's free transfer. So I mean, Vardy's not going to go there and expect to play every single week. No. But I'm continuing. Once he gets in the team.
If you're an Everton fan, right, and you're moving to a new stadium and Jack Grealish is coming and you're waiting for big names and the manager's already sat down and said, we need to strengthen. No disrespect, I think Vardy's a legend.
Yeah.
But if all of a sudden you go, that's where your club are at now, is that a bit disappointing if you're an Everton fan?
As I said, he can't come in now, Vardy, at 38 and be the star signing.
No.
Jack Grealish was the star signing. But then you need pieces that are going to complement Vardy and Jack Grealish. And he's played at the highest level. He's scored so many goals. He's still hungry. That's a big thing. He's not looking for a payday. He's still hungry. Feels he can still play in the Premier League. And I think if you're at Everton, you can do a lot worse. And that's no disrespect to Vardy because I'm a huge fan of him.
Yeah, me too.
Like you could do a lot worse than that. Rather than risk on an unknown, the guy's proven.
Okay. From one legend to another, when we come back, rock and roll superstar, one of the most famous people on the planet at the moment, Noel Gallagher, will be joining us to talk City and a bit of music. Right after this, live on Drive on talkSPORT.
When Sir Jim Ratcliffe took control of footballing operations at United, the Manchester-born billionaire was somewhat welcomed in as a homegrown hero, ready to save the club from the dark days of the Glazers. But in just 12 months, he became a punchbag for many fans. So what happened? Let's take a look and you can decide for yourself. The important context here is that over the last 3 years, the club has lost over 300 million quid. And from day dot, Ratcliffe committed to fixing this, which of course is the right thing for the club. But what seemed to get fans' backs up is the way Sir Jim Ratcliffe, accompanied by Sir Dave Brailsford, went about it. For example, talkSPORT understands their lunch options at the Carrington canteen have been reduced to just soup and sandwiches, which the higher-ups at the club say will save them £1 million a year. Now that might make sense for many who don't get free meals at work themselves, but it gets a little bit more picky than that. It was reported that after staff brought some stationery, they were ordered to send sellotape back because it wasn't considered essential. The reward for being Steward of the Week used to be £50, but that was scrapped and replaced by a paper certificate. And such is the grip Ratcliffe has on spending, he reportedly scrapped company credit cards, meaning some staff racking up hundreds of pounds worth of expenses and spending weeks out of pocket waiting to be reimbursed. But it's not just the stingy decisions around the amount of tea bags in the cafeteria. In 2024 alone, Ratcliffe oversaw 250 redundancies and more were announced at the beginning of 2025. Now, while there are people who acknowledge that United staff numbers are overinflated, it's the optics which aren't great. Because while all this has been going on, Casemiro's getting paid 350 grand a week, and the club forked out 14 million quid getting rid of Eric Ten Hag and Dan Ashworth. But United fans' rage doesn't just stop here at the cuts. Ratcliffe's unpopular decision to introduce a flat ticket price of 66 quid for every fan, even children, certainly did not go down well. For fans, it feels like the very foundation of the club's support is being attacked for the sake of making marginal financial gains. But Ratcliffe has backed it, saying if you shy away from difficult decisions, then nothing is going to change. And time will tell whether these measures will improve operations at the club and help drag standards up on the pitch. But one thing's for sure, his first year wasn't exactly a charm offensive, and there's still a long way to go for United to be back to where many say they belong.
Well, back to our number 2 of Drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein. It's Darren, by the way. It's Darren Bent.
Today is going to be the day.
Do you know the rest of that?
Yeah. Phoning back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you gotta do.
Keep going.
I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
How do you know that? I didn't know you knew that.
Yeah, of course, man. Drum roll.
Good one.
I'll give you a Beanie Man tune soon. Sing soon.
Okay, all right.
Jack, I'll get that loaded up.
Yeah, get that loaded up, yeah. Let's hope you haven't put him off. Still to come, we'll be joined by our former world champion, Amir Khan. But, as if you wouldn't have worked it out with that wonderful version of an Oasis track, let's speak to a superstar amongst superstars. You may have read in the news recently his band's back on tour. But let's talk football to him because he loves Man City. As we say hello and good afternoon to Noel Gallagher. Hello, Noel.
All right, mate. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, just back from Dublin, so feeling a bit shaky today.
Oh, what time did it finish?
It went on.
Okay, has it finished?
It went on. yeah, and eventually finished. We had to get a flight home, but it went on. It went on for a while. There was a lot of singing, a lot of drinking, and a lot of talking nonsense.
I don't know if it was that pub, but there was a famous pub that you all went to that there was loads of TikToks and what was the pub called?
O'Donoghue's.
That was it. It was that one, was it?
Yeah, it was quite a night.
How are you? Apart from that, are you good? Are you well? Are you enjoying life at the moment?
Oh yeah, couldn't be. Yeah, top of the world. Couldn't be any better.
You were nearly
couldn't be any better.
You were nearly going to swear it. Can we talk music first or football first? Where do you want to go?
Whatever you want.
Okay, let's talk music first. I came to see you in Cardiff on the first night, and then I saw you again at Wembley, and I thought both gigs were absolutely incredible. Have you, out of all the gigs you've done so far, are you stunned at just how well it's been received so far?
Yeah, completely blown away. Everyone is. it's difficult to put it into words. Actually, it's kind of every night is just every night is the crowd's first night. Do you know what I mean? So every night's got that kind of same energy to it. But it's been truly amazing. I'm not usually short for words, but I can't really articulate it at the minute, to be honest.
Can I ask you, because I was in Cardiff waiting there for the first time for you to come on stage. I was quite emotional about it. People I was with were quite emotional. I just wonder how you were feeling with you maybe 5 minutes to go and you're on the ramp, you're just about to go on stage with, it was you and your brother Liam and the rest of the guys. How were you all feeling at that moment? Because it was in a moment when no one really thought that was ever going to happen again.
Well, we're not really a band who kind of have huddles before we go on or anything like that. I can't speak for anyone else, but for me personally, I grossly underestimated what I was getting into. It was kind of, after about 5 minutes, I was like, all right, can I just go back to the dressing room and start this again? Because this is way I've done stadiums before and all that, but I don't mind telling you, my legs had turned to jelly after about halfway through the second song, and I could have done with going back and taking a minute, but it's been an amazing thing. It really is an amazing thing.
No, is there a particular stadium or arena that you're about to play at that you're really looking forward to?
You need to take some singing lessons, you mate.
Hey, listen, he was not shocked to know all the words. He was.
Sorry,
he was shocked to know all the words.
Who doesn't know the words to Wonderwall?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Is there a place I'm looking forward to playing? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
The River Plate Stadium in Buenos Aires.
Wow.
In November. It's the second last show, and we played there a couple of times, and it's the Argentinians are without doubt in the top 5 places for us to play in the world, and it's the furthest away from Ireland and Manchester. But yeah, everybody is looking forward to the River Plate because it's a special place for us.
Just going back to the gigs you've done, there was that moment at the end of the first gig where, as it all finished, you and Liam were walking off, and you gave each other a little hug. How emotional was that for you? Because it looked pretty emotional.
We're not those kind of guys, really. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of it's great just to be back with Bonehead and Liam, and just be doing it again. I guess when it's all said and done, we'll sit and reflect on it. But it's great being back in the band with Liam. I forgot how funny he was, and
also his voice. Everyone has said, "Oh my God, his voice is unbelievable." And it is.
It's AI.
But do you know what was funny? I was thinking about this the other day when I was thinking, right, the next time I'm going to speak to you, I'm going to ask you this question, because everyone is saying Liam's voice is amazing, but your voice is pretty amazing still as well, right? No one's mentioning that.
Well, that doesn't. I'm the songwriter. You know what I mean? I'm not really a singer, to be honest. But Liam's smashing it. He's. I'm proud of him. He's kind of. Having been a song front in a band for 16 years, I know how difficult that is. You know what I mean? And I know, and I couldn't do the stadium thing like he does it. It's not in my nature. But I've got to say, man, I kind of look at it and I think, good for you, mate. He's been amazing.
One last question, then we'll move on to football. Lots of talk about the end of this tour, it not being the end. Nebworth's been mentioned. What's your view on when the tour stops?
Right, let's talk about football.
Okay, fine. Are you watching much of it? We had the weekend. I spoke to you over the weekend, but I didn't know. I hadn't looked if you were gigging that night, but I assume you were, right, on Saturday.
Saturday we were in Dublin, and so we've seen City, and we've seen United, Arsenal, and thank God the season's back.
Yeah,
and it gives you something to focus on at the weekends. I don't know why this kind of summer I felt missing the Premier League more, probably because we didn't win anything. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like you want to get back into it straight away. But we watched all the big games.
I don't know about you. I do feel that going into this season, usually everyone puts City right at the very top of their favourites. But this season, for some reason, people weren't. They were putting Liverpool and bizarrely Arsenal in second place and you third. From the majority of people I spoke to. But from the football at the weekend, I thought you looked the best. I know it's early days. I know it's only one game. I thought you looked the best. Do you think there's less pressure going into this season on Man City than there have been for a long, long time?
Yeah, I mean, it's all on Liverpool, really. You know, they've spent big, you know, because they never spend money, of course, you know. So they've spent big on, you know, expensive players. It's not like they bought 8 or 9 players. The lad that came from Germany, whatever his name is, they spent big money on him, and he looked a bit anonymous to me from what I've seen. But as weekends go, I'd say yes, City won the first weekend. I was pretty amazed at how good and fluid it looked, you know, because usually we start slow, but again, it's kind of like, you know, it's one game, and you know, you don't know what the opponents are going to be like next week, and then, you know, we always say it doesn't really get going till March. You've just got to be there, you know. You just got to be in and around it, maybe 6 points off the top or 6 in front or whatever, or But yeah, the new Reinders looked amazing. The keeper looked solid. Ait Nouri looked great. Turkey looked great coming off the bench. It's great having John Stones back. Nobody's talking about Oscar Bob, who was as big a miss as anything for us last season. He was brilliant. So all the signs are good, but I know Pep's like doesn't, you know, first game he's like, you know, we started great last season. Do you know what I mean? We were great until October, November, and then it just the wheels fell off. But you know, Erling looks sharp. So as weekends go, look great.
You said it there about Manchester City. I thought you guys looked absolutely incredible as well. How important do you think it is then, Noel, that the likes of you, Arsenal, Liverpool, you all have to start well? Because the amount of money that all the teams are spending, it almost feels like if you do drop off early, that you might not recover. So do you think it's important that they all start off really well?
Yeah, like on Sunday, we was watching the game in the dressing room, and there's Arsenal fans on the crew and the odd United fan. And we were saying the pressure's on Arsenal, really, because, you know, they have to win because all the other teams won. And, you know, if you go 6 points behind early doors and you've still got the big teams to play, I can work both ways, right? You can claw it back. But, you know, Arsenal usually fall behind, and you don't want to do. It's almost like now if you lose 2 games, the league's over.
Yeah.
You know, the standard's been set so high. You know, if your first 6 games, you really need to win those first 6 games, you know, to give you the confidence. But I actually think it might be quite close this season. I think there could be the 4 could be in it.
Who's the 4th? Chelsea.
I don't know. I think United are going to overachieve this season. They look really good against Arsenal.
They did.
They look good.
Yeah.
They deserve the draw, you know, and
sorry, hold on. Are you saying that United might be in the mix?
No, I think they'll overachieve. I think people are saying, well, if they finish in the top 10, but I think they'll take points off the big teams for sure, and I think Tottenham will too, and I think Chelsea will do what Chelsea do. They'll flatter to deceive, but they'll be there or thereabouts. But I think there might be 3 or 4 all the way up to March, April, I think.
I said to Benty yesterday on the show, we were talking about the Arsenal game, and I said that United fans would have come out the stadium, not to do with the result, but the performance, happier. United fans would be happier than the Arsenal fans, because there was quite a few new faces on show for Arsenal, and none of them really looked that special to me.
Well, out of all the teams that I've seen over the weekend, the team that has improved the most was United, who were laughably appalling last season. And actually with Mbeumo and Cunha, and they looked like they looked really well. That's to say really good, but they looked pretty good, and they deserve something out of that game. And you know, it'll make games against them now a bit more spicy this season.
No, going back to your side, Manchester City now, it obviously looks like Ederson, who's absolutely one of the Premier League greats, could be on his way. You've obviously signed...
Oh, really? Right, okay.
You've signed James Trafford, who's a good goalkeeper, but you're now being linked to Donnarumma. I mean,
I'm not sure City would 50 million on a keeper they can get for now soon. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure. If we'd have gone to Wolves on Saturday and James would have played and we'd have got beat 3-2 or something, there might be a case for it. But actually looking at him, he just looks quite solid and he looked good with his feet. He looked unflappable, came for the crosses, caught everything, made a couple of decent saves. Donnarumma was a great goalkeeper, Champions League winner. You can't have enough of them in your team. But he might be great for Trafford to learn off him. But I don't think there's an urgency there. I think we need a right back more than anything. If I were crying out for a right back.
What's happened to Edison? Because it wasn't that long ago. The discussion was who's the best keeper in the league? Is it him or Alisson? And now all of a sudden, he's been linked with the move away. Why is that?
I don't know. I haven't got any intel for you there. I don't know.
Do you think his form has dropped now?
You'd have to say a little, yeah. I reckon if you talk to him, a lot of City fans would say yes, a little. He's not been as solid as he was, but that's because the defence in front of him has been shaky. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if he wants to leave, he'll always be a legend. He's one of the greatest keepers we've ever seen, but, we're not going to replace him like for like. The same with De Bruyne, people's going on about Ryan's been a replacement for De Bruyne. You're not going to replace Kev. He's one of the best passers of the ball we've ever seen. But Reinders has got a little bit of Yaya in him. He's got a little bit of silver in him. He's got a little bit of Gundogan in him. He looks like an all-round player. But if getting back to Edison, if he wants to go, he should go. We'll clap him out. He's been an absolute titan for us.
Are you happy with where the squad's at then, Noel? Because, again, you looked fantastic. I think Reinders, out of all the new signings, has probably looked the one with the real star power. But are you happy with the squad, the numbers? You look, obviously, going into this season?
The numbers, no. If Pep says it's too big, then it's too big. But, if you look at the players who weren't even on the bench, Rodri and Foden, and there's it's too many. But the quality is unbelievable. And I think once they're all fit, there's going to be a scramble for places, but we don't know what it's going to be like in 2 months. But as weekends go, that's pretty good for us.
Yeah, it was. It really was. Let me ask you about two players. One's still a City player, one isn't. Phil Foden, big season for him. And are you surprised Jack Grealish left or has left on loan?
Am I surprised he's gone on loan? Not after what happened. I think the writing was on the wall after, when he didn't get on in the cup final. And I think it's good for Jack. Jack needs to play, and I think he'll be good for Everton once he settles in and they play him in his right position in the middle of the field. And who was the other one?
Foden. I think
Foden.
Big season.
Yeah. He's got a big season coming up for him because because he's so young, we forget that, right? But I think when the team is struggling, Phil's not a player that can drag a team along with him yet. He's too young, do you know what I mean? He's just like a kid, you know what I mean? So I think if the team plays well, Foden will play well. He was brilliant in when the treble season and the season after that because the team was purring, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I've seen Phil at Eaton Park when City played there. He knows he's got a big season in front of him, and he's up for it.
No, do you think Jack can get himself back in England squad by playing week in, week out for Everton?
I could not give a monkeys.
I saw you answer a similar question to that the other day. I think it was the other day. I have to say that when I saw you at Wembley, quite a few of the Man City boys turned up, and they all love you, by the way. I was speaking to John Stones for a bit. I've never met him before. What a lovely fella he is.
Mate, honestly, he's just the dude of all dudes. He's the king, man. We love him there. He's just a really great lad, and it's so brilliant to see him back. If we keep him fit and in the team, I think we've got a great chance of the league. But I'm glad you said, you texted me saying what a lovely lad. He is a lovely lad, and he's a brilliant player as well.
He was one of those, because when I was chatting to him, there's a few people in that room that obviously assumed I knew him, which I didn't. And they're like, "Oh, would you mind if my son had a quick picture with John?" I was like, "Not to." So, John, would you mind? No problem at all. No problem. Chatting to the kids for ages. What a lovely fella, honestly.
Yeah, no, he's great. He's great. He's an example to all the other young lads coming through there. He's like, he's always got time for. Every time I go there with my kids, he's got time for everybody. He'll always come and have a chat, and he's always got a smile on his face. Yeah. And he's not, Pep loves him. He's not really a troublemaker or anything. You never hear anything about him. He's just one of those great, majestic defenders, yeah.
I'll let you go in a sec. Where are you off to now? How long you got off before you're flying, right? Where are you going next?
We're going to Toronto on Friday, and then we're in the States for the best part of a month, and then Mexico, and then back for 2 more Wembleys, and then off to Japan and Australia.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, right? Whenever your name is mentioned, if I put out a text or a tweet or whatever saying you're on the show, I get inundated with, can you get me tickets? Can you get, right? And I also, when it was announced your tour, I got a text from a Tyler who did my bathroom about 11 years ago, just saying, any chance you can ask no? And I was like, who is this? What are you still getting texts from people you've hardly met or you don't know, still asking you for tickets? Is it still insane?
Yeah. Well, you can kind of predict it. Like the week leading up to Edinburgh, for instance, it's like I've got a few Scottish mates up there. They've not been, and a lot of them are last minuters. And but what was interesting is when it all started, the ticket sales and all that, there was a few people who I would have expected to from looking for tickets who didn't. But after the first gig, my phone just exploded. So I think a lot of people were thinking, no, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? And once they kind of seen all the thing on the internet, there was a scramble for it. But we try and get as many. I mean, the one thing that is actually quite sad is that there's a lot of people who haven't got to see us, which is a shame. But you see like thousands of people outside gigs, like singing in the streets, and it's mental what's going on. It's like, this is more. It's more than the band. It's more than the songs. There's something else going on that we've not quite been able to put our fingers on yet.
Yeah, they're easily getting to see you at Nebworth.
Right, when are we doing that?
No, listen, I'm guessing everyone wants a party at the moment, so I genuinely, hand on heart, really love the fact you've come on our show. I really appreciate it, mate. Thank you so much.
No worries. No worries.
Have a nice couple of days off, and I'll see you soon.
Cheers, Noel.
See you later, mate. Bye.
Thanks,
bye.
There you go. We're very lucky he comes on our show.
Yeah, very lucky.
We're very lucky. We are massively over. My producer's having kittens, so let's go to break. When we come back, we'll be looking at the teams that could be at the bottom of the Premier League come May. Usually it's 2 or 3 that we know of.
We've probably got 2 or 3 minutes when we come back.
When we come back, we'll be talking for about 90 seconds, and then we'll go to another ad break. Right. This is talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. We had Noel Gallagher with us just before the break. If you missed any of that, you can go to talksport.com or be all over our socials. Said some great stuff about Oasis and, of course, about his beloved Man City. Still to come, we'll be asking if Spurs are finally building a team to match their stadium. Just quickly, Alejandro Garnacho has apparently told friends that he is joining Chelsea this summer. In boxing, Danny Dubois has cut ties with his trainer, Don Charles. Now, for only, the third time in history, two promoted sides have won their opening game in the Premier League season. It's also the first time ever in the Premier League that two promoted clubs have won while also keeping a clean sheet on the opening weekend. There were sides, of course, Sunderland. They hammered West Ham 3-0 and Leeds beat Everton. That was last night. It was live on talkSPORT. So, Benny, who goes down? Who goes down?
I don't know about that. I can't answer that yet.
Okay, who's in the mix? Because usually it's 3 or 4. I've written 7.
Yeah, let me guess them 7.
Go on.
Well, the obviously 3 promoted.
Yeah, 3 promoted. So Leeds, Sunderland, Burnley.
Brentford.
Is another one.
Wolves.
Yeah.
And Bournemouth.
2 more. No. I'll put Everton and West Ham in the mix. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, based off what we saw, what we saw last night from Everton, oh my God, they look really bad against Leeds, bad. But I just trust David Moyes, so I think they'll be all right. And it's only one game. Of course, they could win next week and then it's eradicated. But Burnley's a difficult one because, I mean, if you look at Burnley's run, yes, it was a tough game against Spurs. They then go home to Sunderland I think that's the EFL. That might be, no, they go Premier League to Sunderland. Then they've got Man United away. I mean, Burnley's start, right, to the Premier League campaign is nothing short of horrific, right? This is Burnley's next 5 games, right?
Go on.
Just been beat by Tottenham, right? They go Sunderland at home. So that's when you go.
You need to win that.
Right?
Right.
Man United away. Liverpool at home. Forest at home. Man City away. Villa away. That's their next run of fixtures, right? So that is, and then they've got
the fact you came up with on yesterday's show was, I think, absolutely incredible. Do you remember it?
Yeah, of course, my stats.
Go on, what's your stat? Read it. Say it again.
So basically, the whole of the Championship season last year, how many times did Burnley concede 3 goals in a match?
None.
2 goals in a match? None. Then opening day of Premier League weekend, 3.
That's frightening.
It's frightening. So it's they're gonna have to react, but they're gonna have to do it the hard way because people go, yeah, but you get the games out of the way early, which I get, but you don't want to be 9 points behind.
You don't. We'll carry on this chat in a moment.
Oh, finished already?
Yeah, we have finished. When we come back, I'll tell you what, we have got so many big names. So we had Noel Gallagher for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
When we come back, Amir Khan will be joining us talking all things boxing, obviously.
Beautiful.
Before that, though, it's time for a bit of no Googling. We'll also talk about Spurs. It looks like they're going to sign Eze, so I don't know how we're going to cram it all in. Last night, Leeds became the first Championship champions to win their opening Premier League game since Sunderland way back in 2007. I didn't know that.
No, me neither.
They beat Spurs.
I was there. Oh, come on. Kim Richardson scored an unbelievable goal at White Hart Lane, it was.
No.
Must have been.
No, who we want to know who scored the goal? It weren't Kim Richardson.
You sure?
Yeah, I've got the answer.
At White Hart Lane?
2007. Yeah, you got that wrong. The answer to that, my awful clue, and Amir Khan. And loads more coming up live and Drive on talkSPORT in seconds. Stay where you are.
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media, and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
talkSPORT with Andy Goldstein. Bent is here, everyone. Darren Bent is here alongside me. Full break, asked a question. Great question. Leeds became the first Championship champions to win their opening Premier League game since Sunderland way back in 2007. They beat Spurs 1-0. Who scored the goal? Now, I've got arguably one of the worst clues ever, but if you get it, it might be one of the greatest answers ever.
All right.
Okay? First name is what you ride.
Bike.
Well, full length of that. Pedals.
Pedal bike.
No, but what's it called?
A bike. Mountain bike?
No.
Road bike?
No, the word bike, but the slightly longer version of that word.
Cycle. No. Bike. Bicycle.
Right, that's his first name. And the surname is what most people have got a sweet tooth for.
Sweet.
No, the other one.
Chocolate.
Yeah, that's his surname.
Bicycle chocolate.
Bicycle chocolate. What have you got? Oh, please get it. You just looked up like, have I got it?
Bicycle chocolate. Now, in my head, it's not him though. Michael Chopra.
Yes!
Is it?
Yeah.
It's like, in my head, I had Michael Chocolate. I thought, is that Michael Chopra?
You've done that, mate.
It's him. Michael Chopra. That's incredible. Bicycle chocolate. I thought, because I looked at the bicycle,
Have you done that?
Michael. Then I thought chocolate, Chopra.
That's really good,
Which
mate.
is funny. Like,
That's really good.
Some kids I'm not like that. But in my head, I was thinking, I was trying to wrap my brain around who would have been there that time. And I know Chopra was there, so bicycle chocolate.
I was going to go, instead of chocolate, I was going to go Top Gun, but I don't know if you would have got bicycle Top Gun.
Bicycle Top Gun, Michael Chopra, no. But bicycle chocolate.
That's good, isn't it? High five. Well, 2 out of 2 so far. I love that. Still to come, we're having some fun with the best of talkSPORT, but now we can turn our attention back to boxing because October the 1st will see a historic night of boxing take place over in Nigeria as Brandon Glanton faces Rocky Fielding in a mouthwatering cruiserweight contest with plenty of other brilliant fights also on the card. Let's find out more about that from the man who's organising it all as we say hello and good afternoon and welcome to Drive to the former champion of the world, Amir Khan. Amir, hello, welcome to Drive.
How are you guys? It's evening here. Well, I'm in Dubai.
Oh, okay. Apologies.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
No, it's all good. It's all good, bro.
Thank you so much for coming on. I was going to say to you, Amir, sorry, I was going to say that when we booked you, I was thinking Will Amir turn up on time? What is your timekeeping usually like? Because whenever we've had you on our show, it's always good.
I've always been good when it comes down to timing with anything, even like when I used to be back in the gym, when I used to train, when I was an ex-fighter, even being on shows and even now going to dinners and everything. I'm always on time. I'm not the type of guy that likes to keep people waiting. I didn't keep you guys waiting today.
No, not at all. That's what I'm pleased about.
No, I'm never late anyway. I'm never late. I'm always good with time.
Do you know what? This wasn't going to be our question, but because we're talking about time and keeping people waiting, what did you make of Dillian White making Moses Atuma wait 6 minutes?
Well, I think what was that? Did that happen before the fight? So you mean okay? So you know what? Sometimes that can be a bad point. And see, that's very unprofessional when a fighter makes you do that. He just wants to throw off his opponent by doing that. So yeah, I am quite against when people do that to their opponents. If it happens in boxing, because end of the day, you're both in a training camp. You just want to get in there and get the gloves on and start punching each other. You know?
Is there no rule that says like within 10 minutes you must be in the ring?
There's no rules. You know, funnily, there's no rules, but really, I think they should put a rule in there where there's going to be a purse. You lose a certain percentage of your purse. I think if they ever did that, then people are going to make sure they get there on time.
Yeah.
Or they're going to be there on time. You know what I mean? I've always been on time when it's time to get in the ring. But there has to be penalties thrown in, and that's the only way people can take it seriously.
I agree. Well, listen, we're glad we got you on. Now, we spoke to you earlier on in the year ahead of a card you hosted in Ghana. It was actually live on talkSPORT, our boxing YouTube channel. So how did that all go for you, Amir?
So Ghana was successful. It was amazing. We had the likes of Anthony Joshua there, Azuma Nelson, the legend. Vidal Riley was there as well. So many great fighters came up and wanted to join us and to see what kind of show we put on. But it was fantastic, and it was a full sellout. It was we must have had about 10,000 people watching and another 5,000 that wanted to get in. The show went on for hours and hours, but overall it was a fantastic show. They had a massive concert on as well in the middle of the boxing, middle of the night of fights. They had a big show on there. Some famous Ghanaian singer came there. We had the president's son there. We had the vice president there. We had the sports minister there. We had everyone there, and I think this was what's opened the door to this next event that we're going to be doing in Nigeria. Now we've teamed up with another company called Balmoral Group Promotion. So it's going to be on the 1st of October now in Nigeria, Lagos, in their capital. And that's going to be on Independence Day. So you can imagine it's going to be booming. It's going to be a massive event, and it's going to be a night where everyone's going to be celebrating.
We said it there, Amir. Obviously, you're hosting a card in Nigeria. So obviously, clearly boxing, it's been successful for you. How much interest is there in Africa, and is it growing? Have you noticed it growing from your first card until this one?
Yeah, definitely it has. We're only learning from the mistakes we made in the first one, which was very little mistakes, but we always want to be better than we did in the last show. Already I've got another 2 events happening end of the year, and there's another African nation we're going to be going to. We're just doing the paperwork on that, and that's going to be towards end of the year. So you know what? We're keeping ourselves very busy, and hopefully once we get our... We'll learn the trade. I want to come to UK because obviously I'm from England and I want to put on a big show on over there soon as well.
Are you living out in Dubai at the moment then?
I'm spending a lot of time over here. Yeah, I've got a house over here. I mix it up 6 months apart. But you know what? I do love the boxing in the UK. I think in boxing, when it comes down to shows and events, nothing beats the United Kingdom for fights. I've been going to Saudi Arabia. I was over there last week. And that was in the good show as well. But the atmosphere just doesn't feel the same as being at home.
No, I know what you mean. The last time we spoke to you, throughout our conversation, we established the fact that you would actually quite like to fight Manny Pacquiao if that fight ever popped up. And then since we've had that conversation, we've recently seen Manny Pacquiao have a fight
for a world title.
Where it was a majority draw. Now, my first question is, I've never ever heard of that result before. How uncommon is that in boxing, a majority draw?
It's very uncommon, and nowadays when you have a big name like Manny Pacquiao, you have big names as fighting, they can make up any rules that they want, you know? And that's boxing sometimes, that can happen. But, you know, majority draw. Yeah, I mean, even I'm a fighter, and I didn't really hear much of that as well. I mean, I've never heard that happen that many times. They just want to make sure that Manny has another date left in him, if you think about it, because if he gets a draw, if he came back and he lost, they would say, you know what, he's done, he can't fight again. But because a majority draw obviously makes it look a little bit less worse. And it looks like there's always another day, another night. So that way, everyone's happy. The promoters are happy. The commission's happy. Vegas will be happy, obviously, because that's where a lot of Filipinos fly in. They love the gambling and everything. So he's bringing revenue to Vegas as well. So everyone's happy. It's a win-win for everyone.
Did anything ever come of a conversation after you said that you'd like to get back in the ring with him?
You know what? We speak to so many people and so many investors. See, money's now all about who's going to invest. Then he wants to speak to the investors. I had some guys from Morocco. I had some guys from Africa. I've had guys from Saudi Arabia, Dubai. But you know what? They've shown you proof of funds, but when it comes down to it, it just never seems to happen. So I think it's a fight that will probably never happen ever, to be honest with you. But look, who knows? This is boxing. Turki Al-Sheikh also says that he's not really a big fan of fighters coming back at retirement, or that's why he doesn't really want. He wants to show the up and coming and the fresh and the fighters who are active. But who knows? I mean, look, end of the day, things are always changing, and there could be a fight that if I was ever to get a phone call saying, "Look, Amir, get back in the gym because we managed to sign the Manny Pacquiao fight." It's not like I'm asking for a lot of money either. I mean, I'd like to just do it just as an experience and to see, because that was always a fight I always wanted in my career, and I never got it. So that's why.
I mean, let me ask you, do you think there's almost too much boxing? Because it felt like at one point, like it was a big fight, but it felt like a huge fight was maybe once every 4 months, every 5 months. But now there seems to be a huge boxing card every single weekend. Do you think there's a point where there's a bit too much?
I don't think so, because you can say that as well, because you know what? Once the champions are getting beaten, I mean, there's going to be no one left for these champions. And look, Usyk's literally beat everyone. He's beaten Joshua. He's beaten Fury. He's beaten everyone. Now, who is left for him to fight? Now, because he's done it in such a short time, and he's literally fought everyone, there's no one left for him to fight that's going to sell. Now, same can happen with the other weight divisions. But look, boxing is always changing. There's always a new up-and-coming fighter coming up, seeing the champions that are around now, and that's like a massive motivation for them, and they want to be like them. It inspires them to go to the top. But look, I think a lot's happening. The best are fighting the best. I mean, you go to a fight, like look at one of the Riyadh season cards. There's about 4 or 5 big fights there which could sell out an arena in the UK on their own. Yeah. They're putting it all together. But then again, they have to do that. You know why? Because obviously UFC surpassed boxing at one stage. But now I think boxing's coming back.
Yeah, I agree. Did you see the fight of the weekend, Dillian White? Did you watch it?
I was there. I was there, yeah, I was there.
What did you make of how it finished? Because we all felt that... I mean, it was such a quick fight, the way it ended as well. Do you think that Dillian White could have done more or not?
I think the referee made the right decision in stopping the fight. Dylan did get up and he was pushing the referee after that, saying, "Why did you stop the fight?" But he was hurt. Now, when you find a young, fresh fighter like that and you get caught with shots which are fast and hard, you can't keep taking shots like that, especially at the age he's at now, and the wars he's had in his career, they've been hard. And, now we know that he's coming towards the end of his career, and I think it's good that the referee stopped the fight. But he could have carried on, yeah, but then what's the point? Because we were going to see that knockout happen. So I'm glad the referee stopped it after the first one.
Okay. How far can Atuma go, do you think?
Very far. Honestly, I was watching a highlight of the fight earlier, and I saw some clips. You know how fast he is? I mean, he fights like a lightweight. I mean, the speed that he's got, the accuracy, because every shot he was throwing that was hard was catching White. You know what I mean? And caught him even around the temple with that right hook he threw. And what makes him awkward, obviously, he's southpaw, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so that makes it even more awkward because, southpaw we always find hard to fight against. But then again, he's not really the biggest heavyweight, but he's so fast and moves well. But my prediction was Dylan to either knock Tuma early in the fight, or Atuma takes the fight on points. But he shocked us all because I didn't think he had the power he had. Because when I saw him standing there at the press conference, I didn't think he was that big for a heavyweight. He just looked the biggest as a heavyweight. But then when you look at him, when he throws them punches and the power he generates in them explosive shots, it just shows that he belongs up there as one of the top fighters. I think, in my opinion, we can't rush him. We can't put him in with the Usyk. We can't put him in with the top guys yet. maybe next fight goes like a Hrgovic and then goes to a Parker, because Parker is a massive step up for him as well. And then maybe in a year or 2 years' time, he fights the top guy, like if Usyk's still around. If he's not around, then he goes on and fights someone else. But the thing is, we can't rush this young fighter because you can destroy fighters like that as well.
Amir, listen, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for coming on. Are you at a coffee shop? Where are you? What are you doing?
How do you know?
Oh, well, I mean, I can see bits behind. I can see shelves and coffee cups behind you.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know you can see me. Yeah. I can't see you guys. But yeah, I'm in a coffee shop. I'm having a nice coffee as we speak. And keep me awake because I've been back to back today talking the boxing show that we're doing in Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's been back to back. And yeah, I was asked the question would I make a comeback. But to be honest with you, honestly, with the love that we get, like when I go Saudi and the love that we get from people, you don't need to come back because the love's always going to be there. Now putting the promoter's hat on, you're not taking the punches now, so that's all right.
It's safer, right? Safer in a coffee shop than in a ring.
Exactly, bro. So that's why I'm just enjoying my time now. And if this kicks off and does well, I'll be a very happy man.
Okay, before we let you go, do you want to give it one more plug? Your next fight coming up?
Yes, yeah, definitely. Yeah, the next fight's going to be Amir Khan Promotions going to Nigeria, teaming up with Balmoral Group Promotions. It's going to be on the 1st of October in Lagos. That's the Independence Day, so you know it's going to be hell of a night. There's going to be entertainment there. We've got the main card is going to be Brandon Glanton versus Rocky Fielding, who's both of them. Well, Rocky Fielding we know about is a former world champion, fought the likes of Canelo, Ryder, Smith, whereas Brandon had a great win. Sorry, he lost against Chris Billen-Smith in the last fight. So this is a great fight for both of them. Dan Aziz is on the card. Richard Comey, obviously fan favorite fighter, is going to be on there, which is going to be Elvis Ogora. So you know what? It's going to be a fantastic fight. It's going to be on live on the Zone. Want you guys to tune in 1st of October, guys. We'll see you then.
Okay. Amir, thanks for coming on.
Cheers,
have a latte on us this afternoon. All right?
Thank you, bro. Thank you very much, guys.
See you soon. Take care, mate.
Once again, thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.
Our pleasure. There you go. It looks like he's enjoying life.
Yeah, of course.
And so do you reckon he was reading that? When we come back, we'll have some fun with the best of talkSPORT. isn't it? It's Drive and TalkSport. Me, Andy Goldstein. Darren Bent is here. We've had a busy show already. Noel Gallagher came on for about 30 minutes. If you missed any of that, go to the website, talksport.com. We just had Amir Khan on the show as well. Busy show. Still lots coming up. We'll be asking what Tottenham can achieve this season if they sign Eberechi Eze. Just quickly, Inter Milan reportedly considering re-signing Andre Onana. And Chelsea rejected a loan move for Christopher Nkunku from Bayern Munich as they are only interested in a permanent deal. Time now for this! Don't know why I'm shouting there. A lot of presenters shout. They introduce people. Darren Bent, why are they shouting? I don't know. Some of the best of TalkSport friends. We run you through some of the recent highlight moments from across TalkSport and our sister stations. Let's kick things off with last night's sports bar. O'Hara and Cundy. Now, it turns out O'Hara doesn't understand the definition of the word irony.
I can't watch any sort of reality TV.
That's rich coming from you.
Yeah, I know, but I'll do it because they can pay me a fortune. But I ain't going to watch it. I've never watched myself back on any reality TV I've ever done.
Rubbish.
No, I don't want to watch that garbage.
Someone's got to watch it.
Someone will watch it. It ain't going to be me. I'm not watching it. It's garbage.
I don't understand the...
I didn't get that either. What did you make of O'Hara on Love Undercover? We've still not really seen that over here yet.
I never watched it, so I couldn't tell you. But all I know is I saw one line, which was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was great. That was amazing.
I'm a famous football... Shut up, Jamie.
I'm on billboards all over here. Why do you think O'Hara... This is a good question. Why do you think O'Hara wears his glasses when he's on Sky Sports, but not when he's on TalkSport? Because our producing team have a theory on this, that there's actually no lenses, prescription lenses in the glasses. They're just...
You know when people try and reinvent themselves?
Yeah.
I think new season, he's going, do you know what? Because listen, he's good at TalkSport, so he's got the gig, it's his.
Yeah.
He's trying to, obviously, at Sky, reinvent himself every year, so he's like, do you know, if I come back with the glasses now, people might go,
that makes him look intelligent.
Or even different, and people go, oh, okay, new Jamie.
I've noticed, trying to reinvent himself, that he's wearing now a chain outside of a jumper.
Yeah, and he needs
like
to start...
like a sovereign, have you seen that?
Yeah, no, he needs to put the chain back inside his jumper.
It just looks like he's got a pound coin around his neck.
Yeah.
Maybe that's his wages he's putting. Which TalkSport presenter would you most like to send on reality TV?
Alan Brazil.
That'd be unbelievable.
Unbelievable. And...
Who else?
The Moose would be quite funny, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I don't know if funny, but that would be interesting. Boys, we're back on the Sports Bar taking your calls from 10 p.m. tonight. Make sure you listen to 21 minutes to go.
On to this morning's...
No, hold on, there's a reason I've got to say this.
Sorry,
right? It's my podcast I do with Cundy. It comes out every Monday. But the reason I say this, we're recording another episode tonight, me and Cundy, after I've come off here. And the top of the podcast is questions from listeners. Okay. Right? So I've put that out on my Instagram, Andy Goldstein 05. Any questions you got you want to ask me to ask Cundy at the top of 21 minutes to go for next week's show, contact me now.
All right.
21 minutes to go. Go download it.
Finished?
21 minutes to go. Podcast.
Over to this morning's White and Jordan, and Simon wasn't in a good mood.
And the man Jordan comes into the studio. I don't like the way this has been designed. He shouts at the top of his voice. Then he decides it's too hot in the studio as I'm in the middle of... Meantime, Daniel Dubois, you're over at the temperature gauge over there, fiddling about with the heat system in the studio. Is it all to your liking now?
It's a bit warm.
I have sympathy with him.
What do you have the thermostat sat next to?
What does that mean?
I'm only reading what's on the page.
The thermostat sat next to. I don't know what that means.
All right.
But my question, my answer to the thermostat question, right, is the control for the thermostat shouldn't be in here. Because you touch it, Simon Jordan touches it, I'll touch it, I know Cundy the presenter should not have the ability to turn it up or down.
All right, don't forget, Jim and Sam will be back at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. They'll be joined by the former Liverpool and England midfielder, the legend, Smurf, Danny Murphy.
Let's finish with this afternoon's H&J. Danny Kelly filling in for Paul Hawksby this week. He told us an incredible story about challenging the great Michael Schumacher to a go-kart race.
I learned to drive in London. So, for the next lap and a half, I just blocked him. I didn't go as fast as I could. I went at medium speed and blocked any possible overtaking manoeuvre. And, of course, he can't risk a crash and a fireball, can he?
He can't risk that.
No.
He can't risk that. Dan.
So I won. And if I'd known we were going to do this, Charlie, I've got at home a little tiny trophy.
I bet you have. If you could beat any sports person in their own sport, what would you pick? If you had to be, if you had to beat any sports person in their own sport.
Who would I give most pleasure from beating in their own sport?
No, as in you think you got the best chance of beating them?
Oh, come on.
What?
Their own sport. Like, who?
I don't know. Bowls, like 10-pin bowling?
Maybe, but I don't know. Okay, who's the champion of 10-pin bowling?
Dave.
It's Smith.
Daddy's going to be back tomorrow at 1 alongside Andy Jacobs. Make sure you have the TalkSport app. You can swipe between TalkSport and TalkSport 2 and all of our sister stations so you never miss a moment. And download 21 Minutes to Go, my new podcast with Jason Cundy. When we come back, We're talking about Tottenham Hotspur. 03717223344. Can Spurs win the league this season? Can they? Can they?
When Sir Jim Ratcliffe took control of footballing operations at United, the Manchester-born billionaire was somewhat welcomed in as a homegrown hero, ready to save the club from the dark days of the Glazers. But in just 12 months, he became a punchbag for many fans. So what happened? Let's take a look and you can decide for yourself. The important context here is that over the last 3 years, the club has lost over 300 million quid. And from day dot, Ratcliffe committed to fixing this, which of course is the right thing for the club. But what seemed to get fans' backs up is the way Sir Jim Ratcliffe, accompanied by Sir Dave Brailsford, went about it. For example, talkSPORT understands their lunch options at the Carrington canteen have been reduced to just soup and sandwiches, which the higher-ups at the club say will save them 1 million quid a year. Now that might make sense for many who don't get free meals at work themselves, but it gets a little bit more picky than that. It was reported that after staff brought some stationery, they were ordered to send sellotape back because it wasn't considered essential. The reward for being Steward of the Week used to be 50 quid, but that was scrapped and replaced by a paper certificate. And such is the grip Ratcliffe has on spending, he reportedly scrapped company credit cards, meaning some staff racking up hundreds of pounds worth of expenses and spending weeks out of pocket waiting to be reimbursed. But it's not just the stingy decisions around the amount of tea bags in the cafeteria. In 2024 alone, Ratcliffe oversaw 250 redundancies and more were announced at the beginning of 2025. Now, while there are people who acknowledge that United staff numbers are overinflated, it's the optics which aren't great. Because while all this has been going on, Casemiro's getting paid 350 grand a week, and the club forked out 14 million quid getting rid of Eric Ten Hag and Dan Ashworth. But United fans' rage doesn't just stop here at the cuts. Ratcliffe's unpopular decision to introduce a flat ticket price of 66 quid for every fan, even children, certainly did not go down well. For fans, it feels like the very foundation of the club's support is being attacked for the sake of making marginal financial gains. But Ratcliffe has backed it, saying if you shy away from difficult decisions, then nothing is going to change. And time will tell whether these measures will improve operations at the club and help drag standards up on the pitch. But one thing's for sure, his first year wasn't exactly a charm offensive, and there's still a long way to go for United to be back to where many say they belong.
Welcome back to Last Out Drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein, and a man who just wished Max Scott a happy weekend on Tuesday. It's Darren, by the way. It's Darren Bent.
I'm scared.
Why do you wish him happy? Have a great weekend on Tuesday.
Yeah,
is it Tuesday today? Yeah.
Just checking.
A bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm wanting to, have a good. I'm preempting it. I might not see him again.
There's nothing wrong with that. What's the earliest you wish someone a happy weekend?
Probably what I just did.
Let's do the come. We'll be joined by the GOAT Adrian Durham ahead of another busy night of around the grounds action. But now, what could Spurs achieve if they sign this man?
Here's Eze, edge of the area, right-footed shot, slams it in. It's terrific from Eze.
He's such a player, but I hope they keep this team together because they've got something special going there.
Eze is someone who, if this makes sense, a Tottenham player, someone that plays with freedom.
When I watch him, Jeff, there's not many players now where you watch and say, still a flair player. So casual, his goal scoring's got better now.
It's crossed in by Sarr, tapped in by Eze, and Crystal Palace lead at the Etihad again.
Yeah, talkSPORT understands that Spurs are close to reaching a full agreement with Palace for Eberechi Eze. The total package is set to be worth around about £60 million bargain, with Palace stepping up their search for an Eze replacement. He's already agreed personal terms with Spurs, but wants to leave Palace in the right manner. Listen, Spurs have already got Mohamed Kudus. They, of course, have Kulusevski to come back from injury. As an Arsenal fan, does their potential lineup worry you at all? They're starting to look good, aren't they, against Spurs?
Yeah, they are looking really good. I mean, he is. If they get him over the line, that's fair play to Spurs, because I think their business would have been incredible. Bringing in Kudus, who we spoke about. They've got Eze.
New manager.
New manager as well coming in. Paulinho, which has kind of gone under the radar on loan.
That's on loan, right?
Yeah, but still good signing as well.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
And I think a big one as well is getting Romero to sign a new contract
and become captain.
Exactly. So
that's a great one. For
I think
Spurs.
if you're Spurs kind of captain Spurs fan, I think you're looking at it and going, Eze could be that final piece, because he could play off the left, he can play the number 10 role, and he's just a really, really good footballer. And the back end of last season, I mean, he started this season, don't get me wrong, really, really well. But then he had that run towards back end of last season where he scored against Villa, then he scored against Forest. Oh, no, sorry, I'll start that again. He scored against Arsenal, the volley from the corner at the Emirates. Scored against Villa, then Forest, then 2 against Tottenham, then FA Cup final against Man City, then against Wolves, I think it was the last game of the season. He's been incredible. Like, he has been, it almost feels like, and even though I'm sure it's not the case, but it just feels like with Eze, it feels like the last year or so, like something's dropped, almost like the penny's dropped, and he's gone, do you know what? Like, if I want to go and play at the highest level, and this is no disrespect to Crystal Palace, because he's done fantastic.
Well. Say that. Spurs have got Champions League football,
right?
So
He's going. Oh, do you know what? Like, because at least it felt like at least they got to from Reading, got to Palace, got his head down for 18 months, couple of years, and was unbelievable. And he's got to move to Bayern Munich. Do you know what I mean? So it almost feels like he's gone, oh, like, hold on a second here. Like, I should be playing, Champions League football every single season. So he's a fantastic player. He looks like a really good lad as well. I don't know him. I don't even know anyone who does know him, but he looks like a really good kid as well. And if Spurs get him, their team's starting to look very, very good.
It is. I mean, defensively, they look good as well. They've got players to come back. I know we're both big fans of Jed Spence as well.
Yeah.
Van der Ven is great. I'm not. I don't know if Spurs fans are convinced about the goalkeeper or not. Maybe they can answer that when they phone up. But Maddison's going to be missing, but Eberechi Eze sort of fills that void.
Do you think that's an upgrade?
Oh, but I love Maddison, you know that.
Okay, that wasn't a question.
I think it's an upgrade. Different players. I don't see him as the same player.
Okay, Man United.
Why are you asking me that? Because
I'm asking.
I know James
Madison.
Maddison.
Do you want to work on radio or not?
Do you want to work on radio?
Yeah.
Why, does my future depend on this answer?
Like, you've got one spot at Man United. Bruno leaves, you've got one.
Maddison.
Over Eze.
Different players.
No, you've got one.
But different players.
They both play 10.
No, but they don't, do they?
But they do. So you've got a choice. Which one?
Maddison.
Okay, fair enough.
Right?
Fair enough.
If I push you, you never answer.
Sure, yeah, I do.
You never ever do.
Do you know what, though? You don't mean that. I know you don't.
But I do think they're different players. I think they can both play
they both
the
play
same
10
team.
though. Okay, who's got?
I know they can.
Who's got better potential?
It drifts out to the left.
Who's better? Who can win you a game?
Why are you doing that? Why would you say that? Listen, James Maddison's just had an awful operation.
Listen, and we wish him
he
all
might be listening to this.
Great lad, but I'm asking. I wonder who you preferred.
Maddison.
Okay,
right?
Family.
Who do you prefer?
Who do I think's better?
Yeah.
Eze.
Oh, okay.
But that's no disrespect to Maddison. He's top.
But you don't tell the truth anyway.
He's top drawer.
Odegaard or Bruno?
Who's better? Who's better?
Yeah.
Bruno.
Who'd you rather have?
Well, I'd rather.
See?
I would rather have Odegaard.
You're such a liar.
Because I don't want to.
Such a liar you are.
Hey, you'd sell Bruno to get Palmer, though, wouldn't you? That's all right. You can say that.
No, do you know? I don't think I would after the weekend's game. No, I think Bruno's harder worker. I love Cole Palmer. And I think he's a genius.
So Bruno's better than Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't.
All right. Cole Palmer over Odegaard.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know why we're going down this.
Yeah.
Right? Let's go back to Spurs.
But no, yeah.
How far, realistically, right? If I ask the question,
Phone's ringing. Matters.
Spurs fans, can you win the Premier League? Right? Are any Spurs fans out there thinking yes, we can? Because
no, I think they'd be thinking top four now. Top four.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
It's so congested. The top four, top five, isn't it?
Sorry, by the way, if they got a good holder, right, say Paulinho legs can get about, right. I know that they can't because they've got Bent.
Go on, where are you going with this?
Imagine you played them both as Madison.
Let me ask you this question.
Oh my goodness gracious me!
This question: have Spurs got more chance to win the Champions League than the Premier League?
Yeah, I always think you've always got more chance of a cup competition than a Premier League season.
Spurs win the Champions League?
I don't think they could. I mean, listen, they're in the competition, so of course they could, but I don't think they will.
You don't think they will?
No.
Because they've been a cup team in the past, Spurs.
Well, they've
only been a cup team, really.
But that's what I'm talking about, is that I think, and people say, yeah, but look how hard it is to win the Champions League, and I understand that, but I just think you've got more chance of winning a cup, because you don't necessarily have to be the best team in the tournament to win the competition.
No.
Now, and Jason Cundy would tell you about Chelsea 2012. My dad would tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
That 2012 team probably should have won it.
Still a good team, Chelsea. Don't underestimate.
No, they were a good team, but mate, they somehow managed to overcome Barca with 10 men.
I know, but that was over 2 legs.
Mate, come on. Even in the final, they got battered.
Yeah, but that was at Bayern Munich's home ground.
That's my point. So you don't have to be the best team to win.
No, you're right, you don't. But they had great players. I mean, Didier Drogba, right? Probably the best big game player ever.
Of course, yeah. I fully understand that. But I do think that...
yeah, that wasn't a poor Chelsea side.
No, I'm not saying it was a poor, but they weren't the best team.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I'll give you that. Yeah, that's a fair argument.
So, yeah, they could win it, but I don't think they will. But, I mean, just getting Eze over the line... If you're Spurs, I know they don't particularly like Daniel Levy, but when you look at the business that's been done, surely you have to applaud him by getting Kudus over the line, getting a new manager in, getting Paulinho on loan, getting now Eze if you get him. Yeah. Surely you have to look at Daniel Levy and go, do you know what? For everything I'm not happy with, you have to applaud him for that.
I don't think any Spurs fans will ever applaud Daniel Levy.
Okay, but for bringing those players in.
I don't think they will, because they've got other problems with Spurs. Like, a lot of them don't think the firepower Tottenham got with Richarlison. A lot of them aren't sold on Richarlison still. And Solanke, they're not convinced of that.
But realistically, Andy, right, and I understand that, right? But who do they think they're going to get? Like who? I mean, I get what you're saying. If they don't believe Solanke's good enough, Richarlison's good enough, who else can they go and get? That's going to take them to where they think they could be. Because remember, you have to think, they had one of the best centre forwards, not only on the planet ever, and still didn't get to where they wanted to get to.
Yeah,
and you're never ever going to find someone better than him yet. Because Harry Kane was unbelievable, and he was getting 30 a season. And they still weren't getting to where they want to get to. So, what are they looking for?
Yeah, no, I agree with that, right? Because I like Dominic Solanke. I really think he's...
And also, sorry to interrupt you, Andy, right? Not only did they have him, they had on the left-hand side, again, an absolute legend. Great.
Yeah.
So...
Although last 2 years he's not been the son of...
Okay, but for 8 years he was incredible.
No, I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that. Yeah, they have. But there are Spurs... The majority, 99.9% of Spurs fans will never phone up and say, I've got an apology to make.
Yeah, I get that, but I think that they can't criticise what he's done in this transfer window. I think bringing in those players improves every team.
Yeah, it does, but they could have done more. Do you not think so?
Okay, where can they improve?
What?
Give me a position. No, you know what? Spurs fans can call up and give us.
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. Because Spurs fans will say maybe up front.
Yeah.
Firepower. Is it an issue?
About who?
I don't.
I need a centre forward. Like,
okay, well, if you're a Spurs fan, you're going to phone up and moan about a position you haven't filled.
Yeah.
Phone up and tell me realistically who could fill it.
Yeah, like centre forward.
That's fair.
Anyone can say Isaac. But
yeah, but you're not going to.
He's not getting him.
Okay, that's a fair question to ask. The Spurs fans, if you're not happy still with your squad, what position could be filled with realistically who?
A realistic target.
Okay. 03717223344. Listen, Spurs had an awful season in the Premier League last season, but they won a trophy. This season, with the team that they're building now, what do you think their hopes? Not the fans. Inside, if you sat down with Daniel Levy and you sat down with Thomas Frank, you said, okay, what are you thinking? What would they realistically think that they can achieve this season?
Try and nick another cup.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think
FA or League, yeah.
Yeah, try and nick another cup, because there's no reason why they can't have an incredible domestic cup run.
It is top eight, so miss out in Europe.
Yeah.
And a League Cup, a great season.
It's a good season, yeah. It's an improvement of last year. You finished fourth bottom last year, and it's another trophy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I think it'll be a great season. But then, you have to be kind of realistic because with the signings that they've made, you then have to go, okay, is 8th good enough for what they've signed to add it to what they've got? Probably not, but it is an improvement. But again, we've spoke about it. The top 8 this season is going to be hard to get into. Someone's put it, we won the Europa League with Harry Kane. We didn't.
You put that?
It's Chris. Well, you didn't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It was Brendan Johnson that scored that goal for you.
Yeah, I think, listen, I think this season, I think if you nick a domestic cup and if you finish 8th, I think that's a good finish.
Okay. Can I just ask, when you just read that out, where are you reading that from?
The messages.
How come you got it on your iPad now?
Because Joe put it there for me.
You connected it up?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dangerous, isn't it?
No, but as soon as I leave this building, I take it off.
Oh, do you delete it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll talk to Tottenham when we come back. I think it's a great question Bentley asked. If you're not happy with your squad, realistically, who should come in?
Yeah. So, like, if you're not happy with the centre forward, who are you getting?
Realistically, you can't phone up and say Isak.
Yeah.
Or Lewandowski.
Or Haaland or something like that.
Yeah. 03717 Would they take Rasmus Højlund?
You said an improvement.
No, okay. You don't rate him at all. I think he's a good player.
He's not as good as them two.
Okay. No, he's not. No, he's not.
So what I'm thinking.
No, okay. I'm just talking about improving the squad.
Yeah.
But no, he doesn't. 03717 223344 and Tottenham fans, if you want to talk about anything else connected to your club, that's the number to dial. I'll tell you again in case you forgot. 03717 223344. Spurs chat when we come back live and drive on talkSPORT.
I've got a lot of time for this beat.
You like that? You got a lot of time for it, have you? It's Drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein, and the fella's got a lot of time for this beat. Darren Bent. Still to come. We're discussing some of the players who still need to make a move this summer. I didn't even know we're doing that. Just quickly, Newcastle are set to make a new £35 million bid for Brentford's Johan Visser. Napoli are set to enter the race to sign Man United's Rasmus Højlund. And talkSPORT's Alfie Reynolds, he's been speaking to Bristol Bears' new signing Louis Rees-Zammit this afternoon. He returned to rugby union following an 18-month absence where he attempted to make it in the NFL and explained his decision to come back to England.
Yeah, so I've been kind of thinking about it for a while. I just felt like I was kind of wasting my talent over there. I was kind of getting minimal reps because it's so hard to make it in the NFL, and unless you go through the college system, it's even harder. So, yeah, I just thought right now was the perfect opportunity to come back, especially before the season started. But yeah, I've had a whirlwind of the past couple of weeks, and I'm just so excited to get back.
No, reminder of the NFL. Oh, go on.
I do love that he tried it though.
He gave it a go?
Yeah, I like because hard.
Clive Allen gave it a go.
He was just a kicker though. He was going in there. I think he was wide receiver or something, wasn't he? So that's hard. That
was that winger.
That winger. So like you're getting smashed. He's got Clive Allen just kicking.
Yeah, it just comes on, kicks and goes off.
Yeah.
I remember the NFL season is just around the corner. Once again, the talkSPORT network will again be your home of the NFL in the UK. We have exclusive commentaries of the games in London, Dublin, Berlin, Madrid, and Brazil, as well as over 70 regular season games, the playoffs, and the Super Bowl 60.
Should we go together?
Where?
Me and you go to a game at Wembley or Tottenham?
Yeah, don't mind. I mean, I'll be bored out of my brain.
No, you won't be. You know what I mean? Like, I'll come to a gig with you, like snooker or something. Pool.
Don't go with
Ali Pally. I'll come with the Ali Pally for the pool.
Okay, well, I'm doing that.
Okay, well, I'm going to come for that.
Okay, but that's different because that's lively and loud and quick. This is like how long's the game? 4 hours?
Yeah, but you enjoy it. It's good banter, that.
Can I have a hot dog?
Yeah.
Can I have a wiener?
Pick a mix.
We'll do pick a mix then.
Yeah.
It's purely based on food, my decision.
Yeah, we'll go to that.
All right, we'll do that one weekend. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Me and you.
Lovely.
Should we take the children with?
No.
Okay. The season gets underway the first weekend of September. You can see more great exclusive content.
Not.
talkSPORT's dedicated US sports YouTube page, talkSPORT USA. It's another one Derek set up. No, he's got that with his.
There's not talkSPORT USA.
talkSPORT USA is another one. Flying is the boy. I love that. Right, time now for this.
Couldn't believe he got a yellow card for that. The game's gone.
Honestly, I've seen my Sunday League team defend better than our back line. Welcome to Sorry, not that. Moni fans on talkSPORT with Paddy Power.
Now, earlier on we heard from Aaron Nolan. He's part of our friends at Paddy Power for this week's Moni fans. His moan of the week was about overly obsessed fantasy football fans. Well, Benty and I are going to see if we can outmoan Dylan on this one. We've each got 30 seconds to vent. Producer Joe will decide whether we've eclipsed Dylan or will Paddy's Moaner-in-Chief win. You can go first. It says here Darren can go first.
No, you can go first.
30 seconds about people that go overly or are overly obsessed with fantasy football. I'll start. The time starts now. I just don't get it. Now, I got it when fantasy football came out. It was very exciting because back in the day, it was just pick your team, pick your 11, done.
Yeah.
Now, you've got to make substitutions. You're picking squads. It's too complicated. I know people that go, what time is it? I haven't changed my centre half to a CDM or my captain. I'm done with it now. Grow up. It's done. Yeah. The time of fantasy football is finished. Move on with it. No one really cares. I know people that are in leagues. And
I think everyone's in leagues.
Oh, yeah. I meant their own league.
Yeah.
Their own ones.
Okay.
It's up their own little leagues. Oh, you're fourth. Got to make substitutions this weekend. Grow up. Go on. Your 30 seconds starts now.
Listen, I'm just not about the weekly check-ins. I think that's what does it for me. I mean, I often sign up for football fantasy, and within 3 weeks, I forget to make substitutions. Double captain. I mean, what even is that? Double captains.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I do. I think it's double captain. Is that a thing? Triple captain. Sorry,
what?
Triple
What does
captain.
that mean?
I don't even know. But no, yeah, I'm not for football fantasy. But then on the flip side, I do the NFL one. So
you're an idiot then?
Yes, I'm in it as well. But the NFL one, I absolutely love it because it's actually quite exciting.
Well, you're part of it.
No, I'm not.
It says, fantasy football fans. It could be NFL football.
Nah, it's not. Do you know what's good about No, sorry. Do you know what's good about the NFL one? Right, so say it was me.
We haven't got time for that.
No, okay, tell me, Connor. Just say it was me, you, and Joe, and Jack in NFL. We'll do a draft so that you pick first, so we can't pick the same players.
Well, I don't care.
Okay.
Joe, who's the winner? Who's the loser? Who? Barry? Aaron's the winner. Okay, there you go. I thought we had another person playing that game. There you go. Aaron is the winner. Well done. There you go. That's Paddy Power's Moni fans for today. Team Plus, Gamblerware.org.
Moni fans on talkSPORT with Paddy Power.
From one set of Moni fans to another, Trevor is a Spurs fan. Hello, Trev.
Trev.
Good evening, guys. How are you?
I'm good, Trev. How are you?
All right, thank you. Now, you were talking about who I would suggest that I would want as a striker.
No, well, the question we asked, if you're not happy with the current squad, then tell me the position you think needs filling or updating, and with who realistically.
Right.
That was the question.
So I think that Eze will be the piece that will knit everything together. But we've already got a new striker, because if you look at this season, Richarlison, I know fact he is the first time in 3 seasons or 3 years that he's been at Spurs that he is 100% fit. And you're seeing it on the pitch. It is like having a new striker.
Can I just say, Trev?
Go on.
I get your excitement, but you've had one game against Burnley.
No, I don't disagree with that. But what I'm saying to you is the guy looks fit. He is putting in a shift. He's scoring goals. I mean, that second goal that he scored on Saturday was out of this world. And if you said to me, where do I honestly think that my team is going to end up this year?
Yeah.
6th.
Trevor, let me ask you a question then quickly. Could you spoke about you spoke about Richarlison, you're right. Do you think a lot's got to do with the World Cup at the end of this season as well?
100% for both him and Solanke.
Yeah.
They're going to be wanting to try and at least get in the squad. Richarlison was the main man for Brazil in the last World Cup. He's going to want to have that position again. So I think with his fitness being back to 100% and him wanting to get into that squad, honestly, I think you're going to see a different Richarlison.
Last question.
I think he's going to be hard to move.
Trev, last question to you, because you've been a great caller, but I want to speak to Andy next.
You can ask me as many questions as you like.
I know, but I want to be fair. I want to get as many fans on as possible. But I appreciate that. Have you got a weakness in your squad, in your first 11, when everyone's fit?
At this moment in time, if we get Eze, I would say no.
Okay. All right. Thanks for your call, man. That's a good call. Let's speak to Andy, a Spurs fan. Hello, Andy.
Hello, Andy. Hello, Darren.
Hello, mate. You all right?
Were you thrown? Were you thrown by the fact that we've both got the same name there?
Yeah, I paused there slightly, but yeah. But before I carry on, I just wanted to make a big shout. I've got my son in the back seat, Jacob, and his friend Mackenzie, and I just want to say a very quick hello to you.
How old are they?
They're 16. No, they're 15, going on to 16.
Shout out Jacob. Shout out Mackenzie.
Cheers, mate. Lovely. Cheers, fellas. Yeah, I was. Weirdly,
sorry, hold on. Sorry. Who just said cheers, fellas? Because he sounds like he's about 35. Yeah. Who was that?
That was me. I said cheers, fellas, to you for saying.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I thought that was one in the back.
I was going to say puberty's hit early, isn't it? Yeah. Thanks, Dad. Thanks a lot for that, mate. Go on then.
Coincidentally, I'm kind of in agreement with the previous caller. I think, Andy, you forget also it's Richarlison's second game against PSG. I know it wasn't a Premiership game, but PSG, he made their defence, made it very challenging for them. He had an absolute stormer of a game, and I think had he not been taken off, I think we would have seen out the result. Because he was great at holding the ball up. The back four just couldn't handle him.
Do you know what? Not Spurs fans, but football fans are incredibly fickle and have short memories. The amount of calls I've taken from Spurs fans that absolutely slag off Richarlison over the last few years is unbelievable. Now all of a sudden he scored 2 goals against Burnley, and you've got Kane up front again.
Yeah, but I wasn't one of those callers, so I was of the minority who kind of didn't agree. He just was never fit, and when he did come back, he was just getting injured again. He just didn't get a rhythm of games. I think, as the previous guy said, he looks very dangerous and very threatening up front, and he's a big handful. I think if we can get Eze, that will be a game changer for us.
Okay.
Darren, I disagree. He's not a number 10. I don't think for me, he's a winger, and I agree with Andy. He's very different to Maddison. I'd take Maddison in the number 10 role, personally. But that's my opinion.
Okay. I'll ask the same question to you before I let you go. I'll ask the last caller. When everyone's fit at Spurs, have you got a weakness?
No, I can't see. If everyone's fit, I think that will be perfect for Thomas Frank. I think it'll be difficult for him to make those decisions.
Andy, thanks for coming. Where are you, Jacob and Mackenzie, going tonight? What are you up to?
I'm taking them football training.
What's the team called? Go on, give them a little shout out. The team.
It's Salamina. They're it's a Greek heritage team, but obviously we've got great bunch of boys playing for the club.
Good. Okay. Well, good luck with your football training tonight. Cheers, boys.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you very much. Cheers, fellas. Bye.
Our pleasure.
He did make a good point. He made a good point about rhythm. I think when you play as a centre forward, I always found out you need rhythm, man. You can't be judged off 1-2 games and you don't play. You have to play 5-10 games and you start to feel like your normal self.
Both Spurs fans says when everyone's fit, they don't have a weakness. Well, it's not mad, but when was the last time Spurs fans were happy with it?
I get that. Yeah, true.
Very rare you get a set of football fans. I'm a United fan, obviously. We've still got weaknesses. Goalkeeper being one of them. Still to come, we're discussing some of the players who still need to make a move this summer. Are you aware of that? I don't remember that.
No, I don't remember that either. But no, we're fine.
We'll listen, we'll blag it. We've been doing it for years. First, it's time for no Googling. We want to know which two players share the record for being registered from the Premier League the most times.
What does that even mean? Registered?
I don't know what that means. Oh, relegated, sorry.
Registered?
Sorry. Put your glasses on. Which two players share the record for being relegated from the Premier League the most times? I'll give you a clue. It's 5 times. So there's 2 players. All right?
What?
All right? The answer to that more coming up live and Drive and talkSPORT in seconds.
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
Same beat? Okay, nice.
Great clue come out. Before the break, I don't know if you'll get it. Before the break, I asked which two players share the record for being relegated the most from the Premier League. Right, I'm going to give you one because I've got a clue for the other. Write it down, right? Nathan Blake is one.
Nathan Blake?
He's one.
Who's Nathan Blake?
What?
You got relegated?
Yeah.
Nathan Blake?
That's what it says here.
I've never heard that footballer. Nathan Blake, I've never heard of that person before in my life.
Yeah. Didn't he play for Sheffield United once?
Nathan Blake?
Yeah. No one's talking to me. Anyway, while they're Googling that, no? You got it or not? Anyway.
It's wrong. See, I knew Nathan Blake.
Have you got it wrong?
That's Nathan Ellington. I don't know who that. I don't know Nathan Blake.
Oh, right, okay, but one's wrong, right? Hopefully the other one's right because I've got a great clue for it. You ready?
Blake. I've never heard of that person in my life.
I've heard Nathan Blake.
No, you haven't. No, you have not. Don't lie.
Who am I thinking of? Who's the runner? Who's the runner that was Blake?
Johan Blake, Jamaica.
No, I'm not thinking.
Johan Blake.
Johan Blake. Who's he?
Yeah, Jamaican sprinter.
Oh, right. That's maybe what I'm thinking of then.
Nathan Blake.
Who's that meant to be? Do we know?
I don't know. I've never heard that name in my life.
Okay.
Go on, the other one.
The other one you've definitely heard of, right? So the first name of it, in fact, let me give you the surname.
Of it or him?
Okay. The surname, right? If I owned a place where you cut people's hair.
Yeah, hairdresser.
Right? And I had a child that was a boy.
Yeah. Barber.
No. He would be the first bit,
hair.
Dressers. He's my boy.
Son?
Right, that's his surname.
Hairdresser's son. Herman Hradisson.
Nathan Blake, though. Do we know who Nathan Blake's meant to be?
Honestly, you know what? I thought it was Aid. Aid might know.
Okay, well, from 7 o'clock, Adrian Dunn, the GOAT. Listen, if he doesn't know him, then he doesn't exist.
Yeah.
He hosts kick-off this evening. He takes you around the grounds with all the goals as they go in from the EFL and, of course, the Champions League playoffs. Would you believe it? The GOAT is with us now to tell us all about Nathan Blake. Adrian, are you there?
I am here, yeah. Nathan Blake.
Have you heard of him?
Welsh international striker. He used to play for Cardiff, yeah.
Nathan Blake. And he's been relegated 5 times.
I that's what the research tells you, yeah. But yeah, he's a really good guy, a lovely guy, yeah.
And Bentley's never heard of him.
Are you kidding me?
Did he ever play for Sheffield United?
That rings a bell.
All right.
Now, do you know what?
Right, I've just been told, I've just been told by Joe that he has, and I said that straight away.
Well, there you go then. You know everything.
Well, not everything, but just more than Darren Bent.
I do know Nathan Blake.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, now he's making it up, isn't he?
I do know Nathan Blake.
Oh, you remember him now?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, striker.
And he played for Sheffield United, did he, Jack?
Played for Wolves.
So many times.
Yes, I do remember
See?
Nathan Blake.
Do you want to apologise?
Was it Blackburn?
Well, you've got his Wikipedia up. Things I can't see, mate. Sat
Was
right
he
in
at
front of me.
Cardiff, Sheffield United, Bolton, Blackburn, Wolves, Leicester, Leeds and Newport?
Yeah.
Blimey, you're good, Aid. You're really good. Right, listen. Let's talk. Oh, dear. You're host from Peterborough tonight. Do you want to talk about your side? What is it?
Well,
is it 3 defeats from 3?
No, it's 4 from 4.
Is it really?
Including the Cup, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I did predict they'd have a tricky season. However, I didn't expect to lose the first 4 games of the season. And 3 weeks ago, when the football editor said, where do you want to go on this Tuesday night? I said, well, Peterborough Barnsley, of course. If I could have my time again, I might choose differently because this could be very painful this evening. And you know how. You two know how. If your team loses, it affects your mood. I'm going to be in a right mood for the rest of the week, I think, when they lose here tonight. So, actually, it could make good listening, I suppose. So, if you want to hear me in severe pain this evening, I've just seen the teams as well, and it's not looking good.
What's the matter at the moment? You've obviously watched them play. What's wrong at the moment?
Well, a couple of years ago, they had a really good team that probably should have got promoted, but didn't. They were quite young and a little bit inconsistent, but they were fantastic to watch. And all those players have gone, basically. Pretty much all of those players have gone, and they've been replaced by players who probably aren't ready for a challenge in League One, and so therefore they're at the wrong end of the table, probably going to stay at the wrong end of the table, and maybe even be a bit fortunate if they do survive in League One. So the recruitment hasn't been great. They've sold too many too soon, and it's decimated what was a really good squad. So, yeah, that's the long and the short of it, really.
Okay. Well,
I'm going to cry in a minute. Come on.
Sorry, I'm just going to Benny. Since you and I have been speaking, Benny has literally been frantic on his keyboard.
I know, just looking at some of the fixtures tonight.
Nathan Blake.
Oh,
He's
fine.
looking at
Okay.
Nathan Blake's goal.
No, I know Nathan Blake now. I know
he's best mates with him.
No, I know exactly who he is
Best
now.
mate.
Poor for me, that. But I know exactly who he is. But, hey, I've got to ask you about a fixture tonight. Plymouth versus Orient. Tom Cleverley got off to an awful start.
The other thing is, Nathan Blake is currently saying, who's Darren Bent? So I think it's fair. Plymouth, Leyton Orient. I know Andy Goldstein, but who's Darren Bent? That's what he's saying right now in Welsh. Plymouth.
How would that sound?
I tell you what, I don't know who Darren Bent is. I know who Andy Goldstein is, though.
Oh, that's very good.
You like a bit of that?
That
Thank
was
you very
so
much.
dangerous, wasn't it?
Is that Nathan Blake?
By the way, Charlie Austin has just texted in saying he can't believe it. Bentley's had an absolute nightmare.
Total nightmare.
Bentley, everyone. Blake played for Wolves as well.
Anyone can have Wikipedia, mate. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's got their phones in front of them.
Yeah,
but no, listen, it was poor for me. I do know he is.
Okay,
Yeah, you
he's
should
on our show
apologise in
tomorrow.
person, really, yeah.
Coming in the studio.
Legend.
A quick word about Rangers. They're also in Champions League qualification action against Club Brugge or Brugge. No one really knows. It's bizarre, this, because it's like they're going to have. This is their 3rd game, right? So it's like 6 games to get back into the competition.
Yeah, but that's what happens if you don't win the league in Scotland. That's what happens, and it is a tough one. I say Bruges, by the way, but it is both are correct.
Bruges.
It depends what part of Belgium you're in. But
hold on, there's one simple answer to this. There's a film called In Bruges.
That'll be
right?
it then.
Colin Farrell.
I
knew
it's
that,
not
though, didn't
called
I?
In Brugge, is it?
Where's it set? Rangers Bruges. Listen, they got to the last 16 of the Champions League last season. A few of the players have gone Bruges, but this will be a tough one. But Rangers win it and they're in the Champions League, lose it, they're in the Europa League. So European football's around the corner for them. You asked about Plymouth, worst start to a league season for 30 years. But their recruitment has been difficult. That's what I'll say this summer. And Tom Cleverley's open about that. So, yeah, he's having a tricky one down at Plymouth, isn't he? But Rangers is a big one tonight. So we're at that game. A load of League One and League Two games as well. There's a Carabao Cup tie this evening I'll keep you in touch with. So if you want to hear me crying all evening, live from Peterborough United, tonight's the night.
You know, if that's the sell, you're going to get record numbers.
I know, the Gooners are going to be flooding in, aren't they?
Hear me cry. Oh, we'll definitely be listening to that.
It could be. We can't defend, can't score. So it's a heady cocktail tonight for me. I'm really looking forward to it.
Aid, keep up the wonderful, great work. We love having you on your show.
Cheers, Aid. Legend.
Thanks to Nathan Blake. Cheers.
Thank you.
Nathan.
Do you know what's funny?
What's the matter with you? My phone's literally going nuts at
do you
the
know,
moment.
Kevin Atchard just messaged me just now as well. Screenshot of Nathan Blake as well. Things I look at him, I know exactly who he is.
Do you know what's bizarre? Is when you said I've never heard of him, and I went, yeah, he played for Sheffield United, and you went, no. It was a little bit like when you get asked the first question, who wants to be a millionaire?
And you just panic.
And they go like, what number comes after 6? And you go 7. They go, final answer. You go, is it 7? And you just start questioning yourself.
Just mad is that I'm looking at him. I know exactly who he is. Like, I can see exactly who he played for. I'm pretty sure I would have
Wolves
played
as well, right?
Yeah, I would have played against him. But you know when your mind just goes blank, It's all right. Yeah, but how long have I been doing the show?
Mate, listen.
How long have I been doing the show?
It might be last show tonight.
No, how many?
I don't know.
3 or 4 years?
Yeah.
Hey, one mistake in 4 years ain't bad, is it?
It's a bad mistake, though, isn't it?
One. You take one in 4 years.
The fact that you know your football as good as anyone else, I'll let you off.
Thank you. Because that was just a momentary. But Kevin Hatchard come for me as well. People sending in pictures of the wiki. I know it. I get it.
He said we can all take screen grabs of Wikipedia and send it into people.
But listen, Nathan Blake, great centre forward.
Yeah, gone down. Not that great. Went down 5 times.
Yeah, that was I just, you know, I remember him at Wolves more.
Oh,
than
do you?
Yeah,
that's convenient.
Yeah,
yeah, you remember him now, do you?
I do, yeah.
Before he didn't exist.
I mean, it might.
Now you remember
he
him.
might have been in the same team as Incy.
Right, don't pretend now.
Hey, that'd be a great shout.
What, at Wolves?
Yeah, I played against Incy when I was a kid.
All right, Incy, giving it the old Incy vibes now.
Skip. Shout out Nathan Blake.
Do you want... I've just been told the Doritos kit, was it?
Oh, was that?
I don't think that
Incy?
was Paul Ince. No, I don't think that. It was Paul Ince, was it? Right. Why are you calling him Incy?
No.
You never called him. Look, my phone. Stop texting me if I'm on air, everyone. I know everyone wants a bit here. Charlie Austin's left the voice note. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah. Oh, check it though, because he's.
No, I'll just play it. Well, I might have to dump it.
No, his mouth is foul.
Shall we risk playing?
No, don't.
I think we should risk it.
Might be your last show.
No, listen, Charlie Austin, he's listening now. Charlie, just yes or no, can I play it? Just text me, all right? While waiting for Charlie to text that. Yeah, he has got
I complimented him the other day. I said, he looked well on Sky. He spoke really well.
Didn't you call him Slaphead?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. It's when he's like. I complimented him. I'll take it all back now. Take it back.
Why would you do that?
He's come for me on there.
He has come for you. He hasn't played. Let's just play it, see what happens, yeah? Joe, finger on the dub button.
I wouldn't.
Oh.
Joe, I wouldn't.
Here we go. Shh.
Stop digging yourself a hole, Benty.
Oh, that was it.
Oh.
That was quite safe.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. He has got a foul mouth, though. Joe, I'm looking at Joe. Should we carry on or should we go to...
Sorry, someone said here. One mistake, Benny. What about your regular swearing? Remember the comms when I swear?
Yeah. You are quite potty mouth, aren't you?
Come on now.
See, Charlie Austin's not potty mouth.
He is, mate.
Well, I just proved it there. You've sworn more on the radio than he has.
Do you know what, though? You know what I will say about our listeners and people texting in?
Yeah, go on.
They're obviously team drive because obviously all backing me up, sending me on screenshots, trying to help me out. So you know what? Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. All of you. Sean, Tommy.
No, if they're sending you
Christoph
screenshots...
Naftif, whoever that is. Christoph.
Well, surely whoever all of them are, you don't know them.
No, Christoph. It says Christoph Naftif. That's his name.
If your surname's Nastif, you probably shouldn't... Christoph's too many words, isn't it? Short name, long name. Right? Long name, short name. It's a lot of words. Nathan Blake.
Shout out Nathan Blake.
Should we get Nathan Blake on the show tomorrow, Joe? Should we do that? You remember who it is? Hi, it's Darren Bent. First question, who are you?
I know.
Did you actually play?
Legend. Striker.
Yeah? Good. Well done.
TV.
I wonder what the end of show quiz will be on. Find out when we come back.
It's almost like they're just so scared at the minute. Stuart Pearce. Psycho.
Okay, yeah.
Come on.
Yes, it's Driver Talk Sport. Me, Andy Goldstein, Nathan Blake alongside me.
Honestly, I've had that most messages. Hugh text me.
I didn't text you.
No, Hugh.
I didn't text you.
No, Hugh wasn't cross.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, even Hugh said about Nathan Blake.
I didn't text you.
Lee Naylor, who played with him, like, and, you know, when Lee said that, I went back to Lee Naylor and I said to him, I remember, didn't he play with you and Jolie and Matt Murray? And he put, yes, I do remember him, but I had a momentary lapse.
It's almost like you said Johan Cruyff didn't exist.
Honestly, Nathan Blake is so famous. Black footballer. Nathan Blake, I've never heard of that person before in my life.
That's unbelievable. I'm so proud that I backed myself and went,
You deserve another high five for that.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Honestly, but no. Shout out Nathan Blake. Legend.
I think we should now introduce a part of the show every week called the Nathan Blake Hour.
Because I played against him, I know him.
Disgrace you are.
You know what? And you know what? I'm a disgrace.
I think we should get Nathan on tomorrow. You should apologise.
100%.
Okay, we'll
get Nathan Blake on.
We'll get when he comes. If he comes on tomorrow, your first question: hello, sorry, who are you?
No, listen, I'm not disrespecting like that. No,
you've already disrespected for the last half hour. Follow us at 700 Damo's kick-off tonight. He takes you around the grounds with all the goals as they go in from the EFL. A reminder: the NFL returns to Wembley in October. The LA Rams take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. We've got huge competition to win VIP tickets. That's right, we're giving you the chance to win 6 seats in a private box at Wembley Stadium with full hospitality plus $5,000 spending money. Here's how you enter.
18 plus, UK excluding Northern Ireland. For a chance to win, text the word cash to 83338 and you're in the draw. Text costs £2 plus one standard network rate message. You must have the bill payer's permission or enter for free by calling 0330 880 338. All entries must be received by 25th August at 11 p.m. This is a talkSPORT limited promotion run on talkSPORT, Talk and Virgin Radio UK stations. See talksport.com for terms and conditions.
Good luck with that. Are you going to go in for that? I know you like your NFL.
No, I'd like to think that.
I don't think you're allowed to go in for that.
No, I'd like to think TalkSport and that would look after us, give us tickets. I think so.
Do you think so?
I'd like to think so, wouldn't you?
You think? Well, yes, they should.
I've got a shout out Will Gavin. I'll try and get to him.
Oh, you remember Will Gavin?
Yeah, remember Nathan Blake as well, legend.
Yeah. Adrian Darren will also keep you up to date with Rangers, their Champions League qualifier, first leg. They're at home to Club Brugge. Brugge, no one really knows. The team used for that is in. We do know that watching for TalkSport is the wonderful Paul Mitchell. Hi, Paul.
Andy, good evening to you. Welcome to Ibrox, where Bruges are the visitors here, perennial qualifiers for the Champions League, and Rangers do have it tough. Rangers have decided to give a debut at left back to Jaden Mahoma, signed just this week on loan for Brentford. He will play. Aarons will play on the other side. Sutton and Jaga in front of Jack Butland. Diamondi, Rothwell and Raskin for Rangers in the midfield. Antma, Danilo and Gassam. There is no Cyril Dessers. He was injured at the weekend. Rangers had hoped he would be able to play tonight, but he isn't doing so, and that really just adds the pressure on Danilo to try and get the goals. The secret to Rangers' success so far this season in the Champions League qualifiers have been solid home wins. They'll need that tonight if they've got any hope of getting through in Bruges next week.
Or Brugge, no one really knows. Good work as always. One more. Billy's in the studio. Look at Billy's made it. Why is your seat so low?
I'm not sure. I can't get it.
You look quite weird there.
Can't get it back up.
How's your day been, Bill?
Really good.
You heard Nathan Blake?
Yeah.
What did you think when Bentley questioned? Because you write the questions. What did you think?
I panicked, yeah.
Did you?
I thought I'd made this player up, but I'd seen his
Honestly,
Wikipedia.
Bill, it's not you. It was a great. It's my fault.
Cheers,
Shout out
Benny.
Nathan Blake, legend.
Cheers. He's coming on tomorrow.
No, don't
so.
shout. Have you booked him?
Get him on.
He's coming on.
Have you actually booked him?
Yeah, working on it. Yeah, he's coming on.
Oh, good
Get
work.
him on, please.
Okay. You need to
say sorry.
apologise, yeah. To make sure you join us on tomorrow's show, Benny will apologise to Nathan Blake.
100%, legend.
You're a disgrace. What are we doing at the end of the show?
I know, I'm a disgrace.
You are.
Rangers are playing Brugge tonight.
No one really knows.
Brugge, which is a city in Belgium.
Who invented the Brugge bit? It's always been Bruges, always, since I was a kid.
Yeah,
It's
not
the
sure.
Bernabeu, changed into the Bernabeu.
Depends what they call it in Belgium, I imagine. I don't know.
Bruges.
Anyway, it's all about cities, the quiz.
I don't like that. I'm no good with that.
Andy, according to worldsbestcities.com, what's been the best capital city in the world for the last 10 years? London, Berlin, Dublin.
Dublin.
London.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Berlin's incredible, by the way.
I've been to Berlin. It's lovely.
Incredible.
All three of them, by the way, wonderful.
I've not really been to Dublin too much.
I've been there a couple of times.
Nice.
Benty, what are there more of in London, black cabs or underground trains?
Get out!
Why do I go? Sorry, Bill, can you say that again? Well, it was Gad. Say that again.
Bill, just be careful with the...
What are there more of in London, black cabs or underground trains?
Why do you say it so quickly?
Must be underground trains, right?
No. 619 trains, 22,000 cabs.
I thought it'd be black cars. I thought it'd be like one of the
well
trick
done.
questions.
You thought it was one of the two, did you?
No, trick question.
And you went with the wrong one.
Andy, as well as capital cities, you can also get capital letters. What is the most frequently used letter in the English language?
Oh my, it's going to be a vowel.
A, E or I?
A, E, or I?
Probably E, right?
I don't know. A's pretty usable, isn't it?
Fix.
A.
No,
E.
It's E.
Told you.
11% of words that appears in.
What about A?
I didn't write that down. Probably about 10%.
Okay. A?
Benty, what's the least frequently used letter?
No, you've got to get this.
Multiple.
No, you don't need multiple
No,
choice.
I want multiple choice.
Don't give him it. Work it out yourself. Don't give him it,
Bill.
Bill. What do you think it
What would
could
your
be?
reaction be?
X.
I was going to say Z.
Z, Q, or J?
Z.
It's Q.
A few wrong as well.
0.1% of words. Always has to be with a U, that's why.
Here's a football question for both of you. There's only one team in either English or Scottish football that has a letter in their name that no other team has got that letter. Do you know that?
Okay, good question.
So there's a team in either England or Scotland that they've got a letter in their name that only they have that letter in their name. What is the letter? Who's the team?
Not sure.
Okay, I'll tell you at the end of the show.
All right. Andy, how many foxes are in London?
What?
Foxes.
Foxes in London.
Biscuits.
Sorry, is there a question or are you just making a statement? Foxes in London.
How many?
Right, what's your question?
How many
foxes are in London?
Okay.
Oh, do you want multiple choice?
Yeah, of course.
10,000, 100,000, 10 million.
100,000.
Just 10,000.
My only thing is, how do they know that?
I thought it was a bit better than that.
Counted them.
Counted.
That's all we've got time for. Do you want the answer to the question?
I'd love it.
The letter is J. The team is St Johnstone. No other team's got a J in it. We're back tomorrow with Nathan Blake to prove whether or not he exists. I think he does. Billy thinks he exists. Benty doesn't.
No, I know you exist.
I know you do.
Shout out Nathan Blake.
You're going to apologise, or you're going to apologise. Thanks for listening. It's been a great show. We had Noel Gallagher on our show. If you missed it, go to talksport.com. You can listen back. And if you did miss it, more for you. He was brilliant. You've been great as well. Thanks as always for your time. Stay with TalkSport. Lots of live football coming up. We'll be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock for more of the same. Have a good evening. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.